Good morning. Welcome to the show. I appreciate everybody being here. It's a beautiful day today. There are no hurricanes. That's great. So this is a show for Authority Check. If you don't know who he is a guy who used to be in the 1A. And now he just kind of does like little live streams and stuff. He basically, what his shows are based on are, just kind of picking targets. That's what he likes to do. He likes to, so it's really weird. Like, he likes to pick a target, and then he likes to get like a whole bunch of people on the panel, and he likes to go really hard at that person. And the best part is, or the worst part is that the person he picks didn't even do anything. Like, he just picked somebody randomly that he didn't like and tried to make everybody else not like them as well. All right. Every time I try to have a decent show, somebody wants to come through and fucking start shit. I don't appreciate it. I don't want this to happen. This is not what I signed up for, okay? So if you can hear me now, I'm on a different. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I'm not sure, but it's very frustrating to endure this type of confusion that people are also having to endure because they're watching the show. So instead of just going on what you guys are saying, I'm gonna listen to it myself. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. Fuckers. Assholes. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna listen to it myself. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. Fuckers. Assholes. That's not right. Shut the fuck up. Doesn't really sound good played back, does it? I'm not talking about the sound. All right, the sound sounds great. The words don't. Okay, and that's something I need to work on. Okay, because I'm a decent person, and a decent person doesn't speak like that until people want to roll through, and I'm actually reading their words. Okay, there's somebody in the back room, and I'm not sure that I want to let her up because she's not the person who is the titled name. And I could just sit and wait. But apparently, I can't do life right now. This is not what I signed up for today at all. This is not what I woke up and said, hey, just let me do this. And this is going to be turning out just perfectly. Vote for DeSantis 2024.
Hey.
Hey, Cindy. Why'd you block me?
I didn't block you.
Well, you ignored me, so that's basically the same thing.
When?
When I went to either your channel or somebody where you were maybe on the channel. I don't know, but do you ever remember seeing my name and just totally
No.
Okay.
No,
well, all right. Well, as soon as
I'll check. I did two things. Number one, I want to talk about authority check. Number two, the people complain about your sound. I think there's that button if you on StreamYard, you go back and it says audio something. I think that'll fix it all.
All right.
If you click, double check that's clicked. Other than that,
they have so many different changes now. So it says
right now you have just a little static and.
Right now I have my snowball set up, so I can turn that off again, and that's the default. So I can unplug it and see what happens. But right now it sounds okay or it sounds staticky. See, I don't have
it sounds good right now. It sounds good right now. It was earlier. Right now it sounds okay.
Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. Let's start over. Okay, let's start over. I want to.
We're cool. We're cool, baby.
Thank you for coming up on the panel and waiting forever in the background. And you know, there's some people here who usually don't come, and you want to know why? Because it's the daytime. Because people are not up throughout the night to watch shows all the time.
Right.
Like people over in England. We got Rob C, the Redneck Rebel. He's probably from Canada, which I mean, that's just a little bit of a difference of the timing.
I don't think Rob C's from Canada.
I don't know. Well, maybe it's Texas. Same thing. Sugar Crits is here, and you know, I don't know where I stand with, but it doesn't matter where I stand with people because it's a different day. And people think, oh, you know, she says it's a different day. Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to hang on to the past, do that. But the thing with me is that my past keeps coming up and coming up and coming up. So I need to set some shit straight.
You do. You do. That's exactly why I'm not paid to talk to you about authority check. Him and I got into it either yesterday or the day before, big time on King Trolls, because him and Andrew have deemed themselves God Almighty, and if I go to another community's channel, they have decided they're going to go there and make sure they tell them all my past sins. Hey, buddy!
They did the same
So, Cindy, can you explain to me how you believe I'm going to be sectioned coming up on my next trial date?
You're derailing it. Hold on. We're going to get to that, okay? We're going to get to that. He did the same thing to me and Rebel when we went over to King Trolls. Remember that, Rebel? They did this. They went up on the panel and started just throwing out dirt because they don't want us to have any other friends. And Rebel, that's really cute with the little eye. Like he has any sight anyways. Okay. So you're talking about something else. Cindy, were you...
And see, wait a minute, let me finish that. And see, Shiva, when I was talking, Shiva said, somebody said something, and Shiva said, I don't bring up past sins. I don't bring up past shit. And see, mine's been 2 years ago. Some of yours has been, 20 years ago. And a lot of it's none of people's business.
Frankly, nobody gives a damn. But they try to make people give a damn if they keep drilling it. I mean, it's a good tactic if you want to be that way. I get it. But if somebody sees through it, then what are you getting over on them?
Okay.
I just want to know how Cindy believes it's a fact that I'm going to be sectioned on my upcoming trial.
I never once said it was a fact. I said there's a good chance of it.
Sure.
Now, don't change my words. Don't change my words, and I'll tell you.
That is his livelihood,
sure
though. That's his.
Said, but...
Why would you say that? You dip into too much.
No. We were talking about something, and I said there's a good chance of it. And if he would like for me to explain to him why I said there's a good chance of it, I will. But he needs to get my words correct.
Did he ask
explain why you think it's a good chance that I will?
Did he ask you?
One of the things is, once you have been sanctioned once, they are quicker to do it a second time. So if you get mad and lose your cool, they'll do it.
Why are you assuming I'm going to get mad and lose my cool?
That's why I said that you can't lose your cool. So you got to talk about the whole thing I said.
Why are you assuming that I would just lose my cool?
You're in court.
And that's grounds to lose my cool?
Sometimes people lose their cool in court. And once you've been sanctioned once, they're real quick to grab you a second time.
Right.
Okay, the panel is balanced with the sound, guys. So rest assured that if you happen to listen to it or whatever, it's not going to be painful for you to hear. So, Cindy, did he ask you if you thought he was going to be sanctioned? Did he ask you that question? I don't know. Did I miss that part? Because I was listening to this. So, did you ask him?
He just nodded, yeah.
So why did you dip into his fucking business? Why did you do that?
He's the one who came here to me. You and I were going to talk about
You
something
brought
else.
my name up the other day, so.
You talked behind his back, though. You didn't say it to him, did you?
I did not. I never talked to her behind his back. I sure did say on his family. Yes, I did. On his family. Yes, I did.
Did you ask her her opinion on that, Rebel? Just wondering.
Nope.
No, I just gave.
He didn't care about your opinion, Cindy. So why'd you give
Oh
it?
well.
I mean,
I
go in
forget.
Discord. Talk to them about it.
I don't go in Discord.
That's the problem. You're the problem. You're part of
Cindy
the problem.
Lala.
I'm part of the problem. Why? Because I told him the truth. He lost his cool last time. He lost his cool. He lost his cool last time.
Cindy
If he
Lala.
loses his cool again,
don't start.
Butter knife.
No. Don't. We're not going there. We just talked about we're not going back years.
Okay.
Not talking about butter knives, and we're definitely not going to bring up butter knife.
Can I say Cindy Lala?
Do not bring up butter knife. Okay, Rebel, do not bring up butter knife.
Can I call Cindy a liar? Okay, that's fine, but can I call Cindy a liar?
No, unless you bring proof. I don't like that either, guys. I mean, because you lie. So if she's a liar, you're a liar.
Okay, prove that I'm liar. Prove that. Wait, hold on. Prove I'm liar then.
I don't lie, so you can
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah.
Yes, you do lie.
Right, Rebel. What did I lie about? What did I lie about?
No, I know you never lie. You know, I'm just gonna pick up my Quicksilver kind of persona and say that Shelly absolutely never lies.
Rebel, I've been sanctioned more than once, so trust me, I know a little bit about how to get sanctioned the second time.
I absolutely would take your advice, Cindy. I would always take your advice over anyone.
Okay, well then, you go in there, then you go to court, you let the judge say something that makes you mad, and you mouth off and see where you end up.
Cindy, am I making you mad right now, or
you don't make me mad for shit?
All right, because I feel like I'm making you a little mad.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to be reasonable with you, but if you can't do that with me, then I don't know if I can.
I'm being reasonable with you. If you don't want to take advice from anybody, don't take the advice of anybody.
Okay, have you taken your antibiotics and vitamins for the day? Are you feeling okay, Cindy, or do you need any?
Kelly, I didn't come up here to discuss this. We was going to discuss something else.
I understand.
Well, I guess I'm asking a simple question. Sorry about that. Because I was just wondering, because sometimes AYB tells me to take my diet pills, so sometimes I just...
See, he's giving...
what happened to Cindy?
All he did was give an example of what he does for his health. I mean, you clearly wanted to go off on his own livelihood, right? And so if he wants to ask you some questions, I don't see the problem with that, especially when it comes to your health, because you're talking about his livelihood. Nobody talks about yours. Nobody dropped anybody. Why did you assume, Sugar Crits? See, they don't ask, did you drop Cindy? No, because they are not proper. Rebel, were you live or something? I don't even know.
I absolutely don't even know what you're talking about.
All right. Well, am I talking to Quiver or Rebel?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought, oh my God, what is this? That is too good, man. Where the fuck is the B? You know, AYB is probably what he's probably just is not done with it yet, I guess. But that is an A, clearly. Somebody has an A. Somebody has an A on their hands, if you guys didn't.
Yeah, I absolutely don't know what that was. That was absolutely just random in my photo gallery. I don't know where I got that.
Random. Cindy wanted to come
I have absolutely no explanation for how that got there.
Yeah, she wanted to say what we already know. And that's what they do, the smear campaign. Every time they see me, not you, Quick, which you're not really quick, but we'll just go with it. You're going on a vacation. So, I mean, clearly nobody's going to try and smear your name. There's not enough time because you're going tomorrow. Is that correct?
I don't talk about my secret gatherings with AYB, so... I mean, I usually keep our information between me and AYB private, so... That's actually confidential information, Shelley. So I cannot explain that or give you any details regarding our vacation to you.
Yeah, Cindy might have some questions about your details, some very personal questions. I'm sure she wants to come back up.
I don't think Cindy likes me a lot, but
I'm starting to get that idea too, and she wants to state the obvious. But what else can I do from here than invite her back up?
see, I really thought that she was actually performing a magic trick, and that she actually dropped from the panel so that she could come back up and say abracadabra. But then I never saw the punchline. So
Why? Why was church closed today? Oh my God. I don't know why I went to church. It was closed. And here I am. God help
well,
me.
this is more like a biblical gathering because aren't we building bridges and bringing, people together and stuff? So
Oh, like the biblical guy? He was really
yeah, we're doing
interesting.
something very biblical and holy right now. So
Biblically speaking, and this is exactly holy, and this is the angle I wanted to take today. All right. Well, Cindy was here. You're here. There's a video that is down that you featured yesterday. Somebody said there was some disparaging things said on there. I just want to know if I could watch it and determine that or not.
you should watch it and determine that, Shelley, because no one else is going to do it for you.
I understand. So do you think that maybe Rebel could put it back up? Or did you say it is up?
I really don't know which video you're talking about, but
I really think that maybe there's 3 a day. So it's probably the first one from yesterday.
and what did I say? I'm not really sure what you're getting at.
I think maybe that you mistrusted me again.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and was that because I had some people on my panel?
There's various reasons because of that, Shelley. It's not just because of the people that you had on your panel. It's because of constant erratic behavior that you've expressed of nefariousness and various other factors, including.
You got to know that I run these streets a little differently than you do. However, if you don't know by my DMs that I show loyalty to you, then I don't know what else to do other than just, I don't know, I mean, there's nothing else I can do.
Well, I mean, getting the, I don't know, getting morale to build up to, support Rebel would probably help. But anyway, that probably wouldn't be a big deal regarding you because, of course, you're not dealing with anybody like, Bird or Steph yourselves in a personal kind of way. So I don't expect you to see it in the same perspective that I do.
Because I think you're supporting me right now by being on my panel. So what do you mean by support? Because
am I though? Am I supporting you though? Am I though?
Do you ever drop your link or you don't? So I go in your chat.
Well, do you ever drop my link? Do you ever say, "Hey guys, sub to Rebel. He's my friend, and I want you guys to support him and get him to 1,000 subs because he's almost there and he's at 900, but he totally can get there if I support him." Like you're not doing that, so.
What's funny is that Truthfinder and I dropped your link yesterday. But see, you don't go around.
Okay, but you're not doing it on your platform with over 1,000 subscribers in your audience, so that your audience can then sub to my channel. So.
And going up.
How do you know that AYB wouldn't appreciate if you gave me 1,000 subs?
I mean, is she even on a platform?
I would appreciate it if you kept AYB's name out of your mouth because she's personal to me.
Right, mate. Is Shiva still here? Shiva, mate. I quite like you. How is Shiva doing? He's been away for a bit. Maybe he was on a retreat.
Yeah, like Cindy, I don't know if Shiva really likes me very much, but I try to be reasonable with everyone and stand on neutral grounds. I try to be very fair in my debates and critiques, but there can be a lot of hate. There can be a lot of people who want to tear right through you. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I don't know.
I want to let you guys know that he did learn that impersonation within a single day, which would take normal people a week or more. So it would be really cool if the real Quick Quiver could please come up. Please come up. Please come up. and let's do a comparison between the two, and that'd be kind of cool. So
Okay, only if we can fundraise money for Rick Rue's amputated leg. Only if we're doing it for the right cause.
Should I put my Cash App so they can send it to me, and I'll make sure I send it to him?
Yeah, that would make a lot more sense if you put your Cash App and then said that you were doing it for
Right. I mean, of
Rick
course, I
Rue's
take a little bit
amputated
of
leg.
cut on it.
That seems like the most fair shot. I think that everyone will know you're genuine once you show them that you're doing it for the right cause.
There's always a middle woman, and that would be me. Just give me 10% of 50% of all of your earnings.
Like, why not 90? You should get 90%, honestly.
90%. Oh, yeah, that's a little harsh. He might need it, and so do other people, right? If somebody did send me a Cash App and said, hey, give this to Rebel, I don't know what his Cash App is, but you do and you know him, could you send it to him? I'd say sure, and I'd show you the actual message that they gave me. How about that? Would you like that?
I would just take the money from Rebel and run.
Would you feel ecstatic over that?
I would take the money from Connie and not say anything.
Yeah, well, Quick, you pretty much have a good job, I'm sure, and that's why you vacate the premises.
I would never tell anyone a word, and I would take the money for myself and never tell a word to anyone, so that Connie would never get the money.
I don't know. He kind of likes Rebel. He only goes along with other people about you, but I think genuinely he does. But you wouldn't let
I don't
him
know. I think me and Miss Bees can agree that we will never donate to Rebel, and if someone donated to us to give it to Rebel, we would probably keep it for ourselves. So,
hey, Miss Bees. Hey, public cultist. How do you feel about him impersonating your friend? How does he sound? Does that, trigger you?
hey, look, it's my good buddy. Are we gonna play Quiplash? I love Quiplash. Let's play Quiplash.
Quiplash! Where's Prime?
No, I'm serious. I actually really don't want to play Quiplash.
There's some people who
That was a really bad joke
with Rebel.
But me and Fungus really hit it off, though.
I mean, could you be? I know that you simp. I know that's part of your role here on the internet. Would you ever think about simping for Rebel? How does that make you feel? Would you consider possibly, stepping in and having his back for Rebel? I mean, no answer means you're thinking.
I know that Fungus would have my back. Me and Fungus had the best relationship that anyone.
Oh, how was that trip that you guys went on into the forest? Did you have a nice walk, meandering in the forest?
Me and Fungus always have the best experiences.
You mean sex experiences?
Or that.
I told you. Well, good. So, who else do you like? AYB is your main squeeze, right? Cool.
I mean, Shelly, I like intelligence. I like science. I like a lot of things, but most of all, I like your friendship. It means more to me than the world.
Yeah, right.
No, it does. Absolutely. Look at my face. I'm being serious. Your friendship means the life to me. It's everything.
Right.
I could not.
Right.
No, I could not get through the day if I did not have your friendship to wake up to and know that you're there for me. So thank you, friend.
Yeah, well, you can't hardly like me.
No, look at my face. I'm being serious, Shelly. I'm not. I would never lie to you.
The O face? Yeah, that looks like a lying face to me. Just saying.
No, we are best friends. Stop it. This is happening. We are friends forever.
Yeah, well, you're best friends with Steph. She's cool, right?
Well, Reb's Quiver isn't friends with Steph, only Quick Quiver. So Steph is a nasty ass, toothless.
Mm-hmm. It's true. And public occultist, he actually thinks she is a good woman. It's weird. Like, he hasn't seen her character for as long as we have. I don't know. He's changed. Dude did a whole 180. Sorry for you, man. Can't help you.
She would be the best example for putting up a poster for an advertisement for the Nazi regime. That would be the best. Like, she would actually be someone who could recruit a lot of Nazis and white supremacists or Aryan Brotherhood individuals, and they would definitely gather to Steph's.
That reminds me,
cause.
there's a couple of, okay, so there's been one person exposed for being in the AB and the Aryan Brotherhood. Then we found out that that was a lie and that the person was just fronting to look hard.
All I know is that I cry when I see the movie Blow. The movie Blow had me in tears, and I shed tears all night and day because I saw the end of the movie Blow, and that was the most devastating thing I've ever seen on television or movies ever.
The one about cocaine and their usage and abusage of it? That one?
That movie had me in tears. I love that movie. It is the most emotional movie or film I have ever seen in a Blockbuster office ever.
I mean, do you have a clip to prove it?
COVID's played a clip last night, and it got copyright struck, so.
That figures, yeah. Yeah, YouTube doesn't take well to racism, like something that he does portray in his life. Same thing with Rick Crude. Rick Crude owns it, but this dude's tried to hide it. Why? Just be forthfront with it.
I don't know if anyone can own racism. It's disgusting. It's not a good thing. I would never condone any racism whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't like it. And what else I don't like is Steph. Okay, moving past that person. Who do I think is a good woman? Steph. Public occultist. Hey, if you guys see Shelly's mugshot, do not time him out. Do not block him. He was saying some, I don't know, weird stuff, but I mean, I don't know. He's not that bad of a dude. So I'm trying to just own it. And if I see it, whatever. So if you guys see it, just leave it. Whoever my mods are, just wanted to put
If
that
someone kicks your bunny rabbit, are they not a bad guy?
What,
as long as they didn't kill your bunny rabbit and they just kick it and they apologize, then they're not a bad guy. It's not a bad guy then. Well, I don't know. I mean, if they just decide to bunt your bunny rabbit, are they a bad person even after they apologize? Or
well, I want to let you know this, Rebs Quiver. There is a picture floating around with your friend Steph, who is out on the soccer field kicking a rabbit. In fact, she did that with her little fucking shoes on and a little outfit. She didn't look cute doing it. She looked pretty evil and upset. Just saying. It wasn't my bunny. Trust me, my bunny.
Can you please stop saying that she's my friend? She's not my friend.
Right. I wish I had the clip because you did say it, that she was.
Okay, you're trying to make it out to seem like I'm Quick Quiver. I'm not Quick Quiver. I'm Rex Quiver. Quick Quiver is my evil counterpart.
So all this time you're somebody else, but you sound like him? Oh.
Exactly.
Okay, so you're
he's kind of like my twin brother, except he's not. So.
All right, so I'm trying to combine the two together and see what I come up with my interview questions. I'm gonna try this. All right, so do you support I don't know, trolling?
Define trolling, Shelly.
Well, trolling is something that somebody likes to do as far as triggering somebody else and derailing them. Do you support that or not?
It depends how far they take it, Shelly.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. Church of Four is definitely pretty adamant about saying, why is Liz going on about her cats in relation to you, Rebel? That's weird, Church of Four. And
I don't think that's weird at all. That's not strange at all. That's absolutely, that makes sense.
Yeah, she should come up on the panel and let's see what she's got. Not like I would, I just have a debate with her. It's not like I would go hard on her. I'm not about that. I'm not about that life. But LGBT is. And she's saying, what's true? Didn't you get enough of a beating in Tonic's Discord last night? So that sounds like something a bully would say. What do you think? I'm going to put that up on the panel just to let everybody see this. And yeah, so she doesn't have blue hair and she doesn't have that face. Okay. Just saying, we've all seen you. Not a good look. Liz Cat is running for president. No, but I'll tell you who is running for president. And I'm sure everybody can agree that this guy is going to be our new president. So you keep being a Democrat, publicly repulsive, and I won't be because of you. So, and other reasons. That wasn't kicking a bunny. They just hit Constitutional Cowboy. You got my attention. Remember that, Red Quiver? You got my attention. Oh, I want to tell you something. So, let me ask you this, okay? Remember, like a year ago, you were doing an impersonation of Authority Check. Now, can you remember doing the laugh of him? Can you remember that? Because it really caught on.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Oh no, don't do this to me right now.
I have no clue in regards to what you're saying right now.
Can you just kind of remember real quick?
I don't recall any memory in which you're stating.
Well, I'll give you an example. Mwah, mwah. Oh my God. No. Fuck. Okay, so
I don't know. It doesn't really ring a bell. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't ring bells here. Okay, this is not a hotel. It's not a service, panel or anything like that. I mean, yeah, we help each other out, but I'm not asking anybody to service me or you. So here's the laugh today. Now, comparing those two, how different are they?
They don't sound different at all. I absolutely don't hear any difference whatsoever.
All right, guys, put a 1 in the chat if those two laughs sounded very...
I hear absolutely no differentiation between the two sounds. They both sound absolutely similar to one another. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, why is nobody talking about this, guys? I'm seriously, I wish I had clips. This is what I do.
Do you have a point to this, anarchic trick, or is this some sort of trick? Is this some sort of magic trick that you're performing, or is this...
Yeah, I'm going to pull a rabbit out of my hat. No, the question is, how does one's laugh change dramatic? Fuck you. How does one's laugh change dramatically, as in the example of Authority Checks? Can anybody please enlighten me? Authority Check, please come up and tell me why the fuck your laugh changed. Oh my gosh. If we don't talk about anything else, let's address the laugh. I have to know if this is possibly a mental illness, a personality disorder. I'm not sure, but I need to know that you are aware that it happened. I'm itching to find out, literally, not literally, figuratively. Bink's backup. Well, why is there a backup? You can't come in on your own name? I don't give a either way. It was entertaining. You guys think, this is the hilarious part, that you can go into other people's chats and not have my back. In other words, you don't even have to have my back. Just don't say anything mean. Like if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Unless you see me there, and it's a one-on-one kind of thing, then yeah, but don't be all like making up shit, okay? That's lying. That's lying, okay? And I want to let you know that your buddy, Binks, Authority Check, and also Happy Hippies, buddy. I don't know why. All right? You guys' buddy is a liar. And he doesn't stop with just being called one. So I'm here. His name's in the title. He's not here, but yet he wants to talk smack and say disparaging things about me. If anybody thinks that's okay, you're not okay. Sugar crits, it doesn't change like that. Maybe they have different laughs, like, like, or I don't know, maybe some, okay, there's different range. Hold on. Okay, so there's different ranges of a laugh, starting with a very calm social laugh that you would be with a circle and you're not going to just fall out of your chair laugh. And then there's some things in between, but there's an escalation of laughs, but they don't change entirely. So please let me know that you guys are seeing or hearing what I'm hearing, because it's not normal. It's not stupidity, okay? You're just not a person to think deeply like I do. And that's why people don't like me. The people who do like me are intuitive people, and they like to think on a deeper level and maybe think abstractly. However, some of you people here just want to listen to the news and talk about sports. Nothing wrong with that, but that's not me. Okay? I like to speak extemporaneously, and I wasn't always able to do that. And that's pretty much the reason why I continued to do my live streams, is because I wanted to be able to kind of perfect some type of, confidence in my voice, be able to speak, eloquently and articulately. So these are the types of things of which I have aspired to learn by just doing live streams, by just clicking on the live button. And public occultists, if you can't follow me, that's a problem. That's a problem. He's a Biden supporter, and that's the reason he cannot follow me. A Biden supporter? Did you not see my overlay, dummy? Ain't nobody gonna trigger me today. AC's laugh has changed, in my opinion. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so fucking much. That's a fake cry, by the way. Cry laugh, by the way. Hold on. Can I just finish reading this? Yeah, okay. There it is. Scroll up. He started off mimicking Joe Cool's hyena laugh. He's never been original in anything, including, good grief. Why is there only one person who kind of gets me? The Church of Four. I don't know who you're mocking at this point at all, but there is a somewhat semi-quote. Yeah. Cindy was not making sense, but I would like to see if I could give her another chance. I know I can. Can she give me another chance? We need to talk about the way that Authority Check wanted to insert himself onto King Troll's panel while she went over there to make new friends. Now, why would he do that? What's his purpose for that? Public occultist, can you tell me? Church of Four, why would you be mocking yourself? Just say it. Oh, I got somebody in the back room. 1 second. Porn bomber by night.
Why did you drop me an archer check?
So, could you just let everybody know that you did drop down? That happened.
No, you were the one who dropped me an archer check, and I am crying tears of urination now because you made me so upset.
Ew, that is what you're saying that it is. Right. So you have an obsession with poop, literally, and anything below the belt. So That's gross. All right. And I don't think anybody backs you up on that, especially Binks. See, Binks is a very stupid kind of a person, very stupid kind of a person. And I don't think that Rebs Quiver agrees with me because he didn't want to be up on the panel when this was up on the panel. And he's very clear on what he will co-sign as far as being up on a panel and what he won't, which is awesome. However, he hypocritically started to tell a little story yesterday about kids. And that was the exact thing that he came up on the panel and said, I don't want anybody to talk about that. Sorry, I said that a kid was knocking on a door and the mom said, stop knocking. How can anybody forget that image? It's hard to. It is. It happened. It happened on a live stream. I mean, at least cover up your child abuse. Sorry, I said it. So he went up to simp for her, pretty sure that happened. So it didn't work. It didn't work, honey bunch. Just saying. Quick Quiver, you got nothing on me, SA. You can't troll me. You can't even get one up on me, buddy. Maybe it's just because I'm too, I don't know, assertive. So last night I had Nunzio and Ruru was in the background. Had STL and Quick Quiver. Basically, Nunzio came up like a fucking hurricane. And he wanted to just lay in on everybody. And I wasn't having that at all. So the way that I tried to put him in his place, I guess, in order to him to understand that he's on somebody else's panel and put him in his place means to not behave in that manner. So the way that I did that was I trolled him. Did you guys see it? Yes, I did, public occultist. Yes, I did. For that moment that happened, yes, I did that. I said that. Yeah. And, I mean, what would you call it? A loving exchange between a kid and a mom? Is that what you would call it? I don't think so. Isn't it funny how I say something and then somebody has to reiterate it and say, did you just say that? You were here and you heard me say it. You know, and now Church of Four is saying, well, who did she accuse of it? Church of Four, you also cannot troll me. You've called me the troll of trolls, including yourself. You're like, Shelly can't troll me. There's like no way. I mean, I've tried to troll her, but she just, I don't know, she just keeps getting one up. It happens. It does. I've trolled many of you. Okay. But it wasn't purposefully because I don't troll. All right. Church of Four wants to label that. He wants to label Cindy as a troll. Cindy, you can own that. All right. You can be Queen Troll. That's not me. Right. And then this person's going to come in on a sock account saying too much all. Sorry, maybe you should stop taking too much. And I get it. You guys, if you want to come here and make confessions, that's okay. You know, get it out. The best thing to do is to tell somebody who is a stranger on the internet something personal that you cannot hold inside. I think that's a great thing to do, as long as you can trust that maybe that person won't say anything about it. But you can't trust people online, guys. You can't. So, like the way this person did, they came in under a sock account and they confessed something because they wanted to get it off of their mind. That's the best way to do it. But to be in the DMs and kind of, you know, trust somebody and spill out your information to them, I would not suggest that, because anything you say in DMs will probably get out. the Church of Four, I've been in groups where you go and troll. I know you do. Trolling is what this guy's doing. Either he's trolling or he's making a confession. I don't know. Federal crimes. That's a troll because he's scared to come in under his name, but I get it. If he's making a confession, you probably shouldn't come in under your name. Binks, back up. You might be a lulz cow. I'm just saying. You know, it takes one to know one. So if you're trying to point out that somebody else is, there's a good chance it might be you. You know, you point your fucking finger in one direction, there's some more pointing back toward you. Think of it that way, right? You are not in the mental health field. You do not help people. You are not a good person, and you don't have a good disposition in your life. So I don't know where you go from here, but you could probably get help. Maybe it's time to get help. You know, there's always 988. You can call them any time of the day, 24 hours, 7 days a week. They're there for you. If you ever feel down, somebody will be there to pick you up. Okay? Nobody likes a cunt troll, LG, and nobody likes a biatch. It's not a good character trait. There's time for you to change. I don't know. Sometimes people pass their 30s and they're like, yeah, I'm going to change. But it's hard for them to. But never stop trying. Definitely. Who's back here? Who the fuck is this paging me at 5:46 in the morning, crack of dawn, and while I'm yawning, what the cold out my eye? See who's this paging me and why? I was watching a movie. I was watching Castaway, and they had pagers, and it's so cute. It's like, oh my gosh, they had these big phones. We've come a long way, guys. Binks hasn't come a long way, but most people have.
Hello, I'm here to confess.
Well, you're on a live stream right now, just let you know.
But no, this is a confessional, isn't it? This is all confidential, surely. Surely, Shelley, this is all confidential.
I'd like to think it could be, but there's no way it can be. There's too many people in the world who will be watching this.
Yeah, but none of them are watching this stream, so it's fine.
They absolutely are. In all walks of life.
How many people are watching this stream?
Right now, I got quite a few, but just wait till it's over, man. They'll be flocking in.
How many?
Like,
yeah, but how many though?
I'm not interested in the numbers, sir.
Like 50? 50?
Well,
is 50
maybe
a good number? Let's have a look. Yeah, about 50. How many people are in the world?
1,000 billion.
Well, 6 billion. Nearly 7.
It's 8 billion now.
Or has it gone up, has it? Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm here to confess my secret love for toe jam. I'll buy it on eBay. Yeah. And then spread it on my toast. Toe jam on toast. Sorry?
So that's short for toast jam?
No, toe jam. You know what toe jam is, right?
But is it short for toast jam? Because you're putting it on your toast, right?
No, you can put it in soups as well. It's fine.
Your soups? Ooh.
Soups.
Okay.
You know, leek and potato and toe jam soup.
Yeah, no, nobody has ever done that in the United States of America. But guys, maybe he'll drop the recipe for you. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, leek, potatoes, water, toe jam. Stick it in a pot.
So about the cow, let's get on with it. I see that you have as your avatar a cow.
Moo.
Moo. Could you give me a little more background on your reasoning for the choice of that?
Cows are nice, aren't they?
It's Labor Day. All right. This is.
I know it's Labor Day. It's Labor Day. Are you drinking yet, Shelley? Are you drinking yet? Because I'm going to be honest. Last year's Labor Day was a little bit disappointing compared to the year before. You all went mental the year before. Last year,
Me? Not me? No.
you kicked off Labor Day 2 years ago. It was you and Steph on this very channel kicked it off. Do you remember?
I have to see that. No, I don't remember that.
Yeah. You and Steph kicked it off.
How
And
badly
then,
did I beat her with my verbal judo? How badly? You know what I'm saying? I need to see this shit.
I mean, it was a draw. Yeah, you two kicked it off, and then it spread to like every single other panel for the whole weekend. It lasted a week, really. Do you remember it lasted a week?
I might remember that. We might have been friends then.
You don't. It's your memory. Come on, Shelley. It was only 2 years ago.
No way do I remember that. No way. I wish somebody had it though. I mean, I can look at the date, because it's not always on the same day. Obviously, it's always on a Monday, but it's on the same date. It's on the same day.
Well, it's the same weekend.
I have to look at a calendar and see what day it was.
It was the same weekend, yeah, Labor Day weekend.
Man,
I don't know if you're interested now that we've got my toe jam confession out of the way. I had this on speakers. I've got it on headphones now because I'm talking to you.
Before we go further, can you tell me what panel that was on?
It was on your panel.
Okay, well, I can look it up then.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at the first one.
I think Corrosive might have it right. I think it was the Friday before Labor Day. And then it kind of spilled out over onto Andrews, and you had fucking Nevea going mental on Andrews. And do you remember?
Okay.
And me working behind the scenes for the week, annoying people. Do you not remember? Fun days, happy days, eh?
Looking at the calendar date, 1 second. September 6th.
So I was thinking, like, it'd be handy because, the weekend's nearly over now. And I've noticed that there's not very much boozing going on amongst the Yanks, and I think you need to start drinking. Maybe not you specifically.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not you specifically, but you can certainly encourage the alcohol consumption, I think.
How am I going to find a date on these? It's not set
And
up.
well, while you're looking, I'm just going to run this by you. I had this on speakers, and David walked by, and he heard you, speaking about whatever it was that you were speaking about, and he said, "Is that a real woman?"
What does that mean? Like I'm a blow-up
He
doll?
didn't think you were a real. Well, he thought maybe you were a robot, or you were reading from a book, or.
That's weird. I don't know how to react to that.
Or a cartoon, perhaps. Maybe you're a cartoon.
Okay. You guys are terrible at this. I swear you are so bad.
What do you mean I'm terrible? I'm terrible at relating a funny little anecdote that took place between my significant other and myself.
Yeah. Well, if he wants to come up,
because that's all it was.
Talking to him, I can definitely have a conversation with him.
What, with David? No, I don't think he's interested.
Since the star of the show hasn't shown up, like a freaking F-god.
Who, AC? You didn't actually expect Authority Check to show up, did you?
I mean, he showed up yesterday, all puffing.
Well, yeah, but was this on a panel where you had his name in the title?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, see, that shows how little you watch me. Thanks for nothing.
I mean, I don't watch you, really. I don't watch the drama shit anymore, Shelley. Like, I go on Mr. P's, because I kind of, they're new people, and I suppose novelty is novelty, right? But it's like, I don't really go to ACs anymore. I go to Rada's when he live streams because I like Rada, but I don't really do the drama. I'm not in any of the drama servers. I'm not in your server. I'm not even in fucking Masshole, which is probably the most mainstream server out of all of us, right? I mean,
that's where I started.
Yeah. So no, I haven't been watching your streams, but don't take that personally because I haven't really been watching anyone's streams. Sometimes I'll like go onto a stream and there'll be one of two things can happen. It will just make me leave straight away. One is that people are just shouting at each other, and if it's like people shouting at each other, I'm probably just going to bounce, like probably. And the other one is if there are people on the panel who I find distasteful, I find myself unwilling to listen to their voices, so I'll just leave. And I kind of don't care if they're talking about me or not. If they're talking about other people, it's like, yeah, no, bounce, not interested.
Okay, I'm almost there.
So what was your stream about yesterday? Was it about how mean AC is?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
basically, I had a new guy come up. Have you seen him?
No.
His name is Bullethead Tony.
Bullethead
And-
Tony, is that okay? And who's Bullethead Tony?
So he is a guy I met, and he told me a miraculous story about something that happened to him, and that was that he has a bullet in his head, and
Right.
he is alive, which is a rarity, obviously. And I took, that, and I tried to learn about it. So it's pretty interesting. I did a panel where I interviewed him, and then I had him on last night. And of course, Quickquiver had to try and trigger him like he does. But dude doesn't know about.
I mean, presumably that made you very happy.
No.
No.
I don't like that.
I mean, of course it is, Shirley. You brought Quickquiver onto the panel.
He scared him off.
Look, if you bring Quickquiver onto a panel, what is Quickquiver going to do? He's going to be Quickquiver.
I mean,
it's the same as if you bring Rebel onto a panel. If you bring Rebel onto a panel, what is Rebel going to do? He's going to be Rebel. So it stands to reason that if you're doing that, then you want Rebel to be Rebel, right? If you bring Quickquiver onto a panel, it's knowing that he's going to be Quickquiver.
I did want him to be respectful to him, and he pretty much was, I guess. But Bullethead just, he doesn't deal with trolls, I guess, very often. All right, I found it. I don't know what the fuck it's about, and I don't know how silly it's going to look because I did privatize it. So there.
Just like when you bring Shiva onto a panel and don't expect anything more than a criminal, like don't expect more than what a criminal would say. Because you let Shiva on a panel, don't expect anything different. It's pretty much that simple.
How are you,
Shiva?
You understand? I wasn't having a go at you just now. You do understand that, right?
No, I mean I get it.
Like I was saying to Shelley that if you bring people on panel and then they behave like themselves, you can't complain because they're behaving like themselves. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, he's just saying that you are just being yourself and you do like to impersonate.
Like how Cyrex or Emo would go on a panel and just maybe be themselves or something.
No, Corrosive. Sorry, there's not
Well,
enough
we were
people
actually talking about Quickquiver. I just mentioned you in passing. Is this that stream?
Yeah, let me see who's
Is this
on
the
it.
Labor Day stream? Or the one we were just talking about? Yeah, it's the Labor Day stream. Look at
that. Look, you're even on it.
Man, I've got the best the best icons, don't I? My avatars are fantastic.
Hey Shelly, I find it funny how you allow my mom's first name to be in your chat, but then if Tonic's first name is in your chat, you bug out.
Is like, I can't believe you're addressing. No.
I can't catch everything, dude.
No, I mean, but then when you caught Tonic's name, you were like, oh, no, don't allow Tonic's name to be in the chat. I don't allow first names in the chat. But then if my mom's name is in the chat, you're like...
How can I do...
No, I know. You never have seen it in the past, like, 2 years. So I don't expect you to see it now, Shelly. So...
I don't even know why I try, because nothing I say is going to be good enough for you.
No, I mean, everything you do is just, anti-rebel, but... It's
no,
totally
I try to do my best at all times, and that's the fourth agreement. So if you guys can see the name... Oh, there it is. Then I wanted him banned anyways because he always does that. Big D, none of your business. Okay? And no, I'm not letting you up. Corrosive, I'm not letting you up. You understand?
Wait a minute, you've just let him up.
But I'm letting him know this, that he can see
But you
me
didn't have to let him up to let him know that. He can hear
Shelley,
you back home.
If you want to run the show, Shiva, go ahead and take the spot for it.
All right, great,
just
thank
wanted
you.
to
Hello,
ask-
Corrosive, welcome.
Hello, Shiva. Thank you for having me on your show. Shelley, I just wanted to know, why are you picking fights with people that you know are going to grind you into the dirt?
Because they're ignorant. That's why. And I don't care anymore.
And
I don't
and
need
you
you
think
to
you're
protect
going
me.
to enlighten them?
Sure.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you've got your sights set. You're calling out Steph. You called out AC. Now,
Oh yeah, I'll call out
let
more.
me be absolutely clear about this. I am not huge fans of either of those people. I'm civil with them. I find some of what they do entertaining. That does not speak to their. That does not. Right. Okay. Does not speak to their personal lives or my approval of it. I'm just letting you know that.
Okay, you've said enough. That's all I need to hear. Let's get back to the topic at hand, and that is this video from 2000.
I think it's going to be towards the end, if I remember correctly.
Andrew for restraining you.
Good grief. He's always been nice to me. Kellen Heller.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, fuck Rada. He's a little stupid ass. Okay, what's this? HB?
If you're
Okay.
And the one panel.
There we go. What's this?
Yeah, you know that? That little hell.
Keep back in the same spot.
Not everybody agrees with what I'm saying
Hang on a second.
on the panel, so just like, you know.
You're so funny. I want to accuse her of.
All right, so we're not on the same panel. You see that?
Is this the right panel? There was a panel when I was on a panel with you. Steph came on the panel. You two started screaming at each other, and that kicked off Labor Day weekend.
And that was it the weekend?
Yeah.
Oh. Man.
Why did you ban Corrosive?
No, I didn't ban him.
Because he's saying he's banned, kicked and banned. Did you ban him from the StreamYard, Shelley? I mean, it's your panel. You can do whatever you like with it. I'm not saying you shouldn't ban him.
I didn't ban him. I mean, if there's an emergency, then he would need to come up, you know? I don't need to ban him for sure, because he probably would have something very enlightening to say to me. See? Enlightening, how I used his word. There you go. There's your shine for the day, buddy. Great.
So
pan out. And
let's get back to should we get back to the topic of conversation? What are we talking about? The how much of a piece of shit Steph and AC are? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we are. We're gonna do that. And that isn't it though. Man. All right. Let's talk about them, baby.
Oh, they're really terrible people, aren't they?
What do you think?
I think genuinely, I don't care.
Biblically?
Like, I don't care. I'm kind of at the point now, and I think this is post. It's funny, Huck just popped into the chat. During the period when Tonic was calling the police and Huckleberry was either threatening to or she was calling the CPS, I think like those two events kind of just made me completely lose interest.
Yeah, you got desensitized.
So unless you're going real life, I literally don't care what you say to each other or about each other, because it doesn't impact me in any way whatsoever.
Yeah, and I'm not going to mediate what's going on in the chat because she came in, and if he starts going to her, I'm definitely not going to be mediating that. So you guys need to be doing that at your own risk.
No. I was just referencing it in passing. Just like those were the two events. It was that stream and the kind of Tonic calling Tonic, I think probably Tonic calling the police on Turtle Boy had a stronger effect because more of the community were involved in that, and there was more in the way of hypocrisy.
I think those many people don't really care about that, though.
Well, I get that.
Don't care about it anymore.
Like the fact that well, yeah, it's because people have got the fucking memories of goldfish. That's why.
Yeah, and people lie about their friendships with him, and they are friends with him because we have proof of that, don't we?
So look, if Facey and Steph are being mean on panels, I kind of don't care, really.
Mm-hmm.
You know, are they defaming people? Are they lying about people? Are they doxing?
No. September 6th, so maybe it was September 7th. No, that's the apology stream. Okay. There's another September 5th. Personal panel invite, Cindy Renee. Oh, maybe it's the 7th. We're gonna all get along, damn it, for fuck's sake. Maybe that's it. Damn, I gotta know. I gotta see this. I want to see who came out ahead. That's my aim. There's one.
Oh, I'll tell you who came out ahead on that Labor Day weekend. That was everyone else who was watching. We all came out ahead.
Ford truck guy. Can y'all hear that?
No, we can hear you.
No, we can absolutely not hear anything that you're saying.
Somebody, Church of Game with Shelley Loves Drama. DFK, there were two of those up there. Oh, Therapy Bartender was there.
So I just want to confirm that I'm not making any truces because I'm up here. This doesn't mean that I'm friends with people in any particular way, and it only means that I'm being friendly. Just so I can reiterate.
Well, you're holding on to stuff, you know. I mean, I get it. Some of these people, it's not about holding on to it. It's about don't deal with them. They're rabid pit bulls.
Yeah, I wonder who they could be. That's very strange. I have no idea who they could possibly be connected to.
Yeah. They're not rational.
Yeah, it's so hard to identify the people who are connected to this conspiracy.
It's so hard to be friends with them.
Exactly. So that's where my friendliness comes into play. I will be absolutely 100% friendly with you and our chick, but that doesn't mean in any kind of way that we are friends.
So
I mean, you've just kind of described 90% of human relationships. People are generally friendly with each other without necessarily being friends.
Yeah, that was pretty much my point. So that's why I came here to tell an our chick that our friendliness it has nothing to do with our friendship. So.
Oh, are you seeing private chat?
No, I'm actually going to check the private chat right now. But
keep an eye on the chat because I don't want anybody putting names in there because that's stupid. I don't want to do that. Only when they see you do they do that. Just to piss off. And that's a troll. You know, Rebel, you might be guilty of being a troll too.
What's your position on going real life on people, Sherry?
Come on, dude. Do you consider doxing going real life?
Yes.
Does anyone here consider stalking going real life, or is that just kind of the equation? Or
yeah, absolutely. Can you tell us more about that, please?
Well, I mean, me and my mom currently get stalked everywhere we go, so and the footage is then uploaded onto a channel in which is going to testify against me in a jury trial coming up. So I'm doomed and I'm going to be sectioned for my entire existence and sent back to Guatemala. So
Yeah, Cindy said that. Did you hear her say that, Shiva?
yes, I'm going to be deported back to Guatemala.
I'm not interested in this. I'm much more interested in what Corrosive was talking about in your private chat. Do you know anything about this?
You know that he's a total A, right?
That's not relevant. Look, Turtle Boy is a total asshole. And when Tonic sent the police round to Turtle Boy's house, I went fucking ham on him. It doesn't matter if the person is an asshole.
Unless it's Connie, of course.
No, even when Rebel, I fucking stand up for you, you dick. I mean, not to your face, in private, but I fucking. I'm probably one of the few people in this fucking community who says to other people, maybe you should look at your relationship with Rebel and how malicious you're being. I'm one of the few people to do that.
How sorry.
I don't know, like whatever you guys, I get it, but like whatever you guys or whatever people are doing in the larger spectrum of things, like I just don't think it's helping because it just made people more pissed off and come at me even harder.
Hey, well, you know,
I don't know. That's just my assumption. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if that's because of you guys.
We can't fucking win with you. If we don't speak up in your defense, you get annoyed. If I speak up in your defense, I'm making it worse. Make your mind up, man.
But like, if you're not there supporting me at my channel, then you're just showing these people that I'm going to be bullied even harder. Because like, if they see that you're speaking up for me in the background, but you're not going to show up, like you're telling them that they have the control either way. So it's like, even if you're speaking up for me, it does me more harm than it does any good.
Rebel, I don't like you. Why would I go to your channel?
No, and that's the thing. Like I've heard you say that. I heard you say many times that you like Tonic, and that if he just like took a break from YouTube for like a week, that he'd be clear of all his sins.
Tonic has showed himself to be completely amoral and unrepentant, and so there's nothing for me to work with there. There's nothing
there
for
me to... But you and him had a bond and played video games and had a connection.
That was then.
Yeah.
This is now.
Until the point when I realised that there was nothing for me to work with. Like once that became clear, well, there's no point investing any time or energy into Tonic. I'm just pissing into the wind, right?
Well, let's call out the elephant in the room. Like, so Tonic is obviously more likable than Rebel. How did that happen? I don't know.
It's just quirks of psychology, man. Quirks of psychology.
No, but like, you know, we should call out the elephant in the room. How did that even happen in the first place?
I'm not particularly interested in talking about you, Rebel. You don't interest me very much.
Then why do you say that you were in defense of me when I am a victim?
Because it's about when I'm criticizing. Because when I'm criticizing people about their actions in relation to you, it's not actually about you. It's about them. And like, they don't get it. They seem to want to always turn it back onto you or whoever it is, right? But
what are we talking about? Like, are you even going to bring their names up, or are you the type where you're just not going to say their names because you don't want them to talk about you?
What do you mean, people like Tonic and AC and Steph? You know, the usual fucking suspects. We all know who they are.
Well, okay, but what about Andrew, though? You didn't bring his name up for probably a reason.
Oh, yeah, Andrew. Yeah. I don't... See, look, Andrew knows. Like, I stopped going to Andrew's channel a while ago, and the reason why was because he was just restreaming you. And I said to him, I'm not up for that. Like, it's not like any of this is a fucking secret, Rebel. I mean, maybe it's a secret to you, but...
I mean, like, do you think that Bird is still involved with doing those things to people? You know,
I don't know. I don't watch Bird. I don't watch Bird. I don't listen to Bird. I'm never aware of anything that he says.
Then why is he a witness in my upcoming jury trial, allegedly?
I don't know. I don't know anything about your fucking jury trial, Rebel, because I'm not interested in you.
I just thought I'd point it out.
Some really bad things yesterday, so just know.
So, the stuff that Corrosive was putting in the private chat about Huckleberry saying that she's going to get her husband to call his wife, is that a real thing?
She's not here, so we got to ask her.
Are you not aware of it?
She's in the chat.
Well, I'm asking you if you're aware of it.
Ask her. No, I have nothing to do.
I'm asking you if...
I didn't ask if you had to do with what she does.
I didn't ask if you had anything to do with
I
it.
will not answer any questions for her.
I asked you if you were aware of it.
I'm not answering any questions about her.
Right, but what about the action?
Would I approve of that? Are you saying that? Would I do that? No, I wouldn't do that.
Would you agree that it's harassment, though?
Well, I would love
And
to
go in
call
real life?
his wife and tell her about all the disparaging things that he does to women and how he verbally abuses them. I mean, I would love to do that, but will I actually do it? No. But I would love for her to do it.
Because it's harassment, right?
Well, he harasses me. They all harass. They pick targets. Rebel doesn't pick a target. He doesn't go, oh, today.
Yeah, do you know how to get over that, Shelley?
Who do
you
think?
fucking ignore them. It's piss easy. You blank them.
Why do they do it? Why do they?
Who cares? Who gives a shit? Just let them get on with it.
Why do you give a shit, Eva?
Thanks, Huck.
Why do I give a shit about what?
Don't worry about what the
what?
fuck's going on between me and Corrosive.
We're
Maybe
gonna
if
talk one at a
Corrosive
time.
stopped fucking stalking the fuck out of me, talking about me everywhere. I've asked him
So
repeatedly,
you're going to get your
shut
husband to ring
the
his wife?
fuck up. And
You're going to
since
get
he
your
can't
husband
stop-
to ring his
Listen,
wife, are
shut the
you,
fuck up,
woman?
listen.
Hey,
Shut the
hey,
fuck up.
woman! No,
Shut
woman!
the fuck up.
Know
Okay,
your
shut the
place!
fuck up.
Know your
Shut the
place!
fuck up.
You
No,
shut the
yours.
fuck up!
No,
Jesus
yours.
Christ!
No, yours.
What is wrong
You
with
ain't my
you?
daddy. Shut the fuck up, Sheila.
Is that
Right
what you'd
to it.
like?
Go
Would you
be
like
an
me
old
to be
lady
your
some more,
daddy?
bitch. Go
Would you
be
like
an
me
old
to be
lady.
your daddy,
I'm not an old
Huckleberry?
lady.
Is that what you want,
You don't
is
need
it?
to mug me. You ain't got to mug me, bitch.
Is that what you want, Huck? Do you want a daddy?
I
An
would knock the
online
shit out of
daddy?
you, Shiva. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, Corrosive, if you can't
You're a
leave
very
me
funny
alone,
woman.
and he
So
wants to harass
is it
me,
okay to harass
my
people's
old man
spouses?
is going
Is
to
it?
harass him. Yep.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, because
I'll harass
you're a
David.
piece of shit
I'll harass
cunt. That's
David.
what you are, Huck, aren't you?
Okay.
Come on. She is
Now,
not.
Shiva, your
She's
opinion
gonna
matters.
harass someone's wife.
Your opinion
Shelley,
matters.
someone who has nothing
Shut
to do
the
with
fuck
this,
up.
because
Oh,
she's butthurt about
but
words on the
Corrosive
internet. She
gets
is
all
a
CBS,
cunt.
right?
You're a
Corrosive
cunt.
gets all
Fuck off.
CBS, right?
Get the fuck out of here.
Right, Shiva. Shut the fuck up, fucking idiot.
You shut the fuck up. You absolute moron. Oh,
Yeah,
you
I'm
said
the
some
moron.
mean words about
I'm
me,
the
so
moron.
I'm gonna get my
You're a
husband to
drunken-
harass your wife?
You're a
What
bitch,
kind of
Shiva.
human being are you?
I'm gonna harass
What
David.
kind of
Now
human are
Now
you,
what?
woman?
Now
Get
what?
the fuck out
Now
of here.
what?
Go
Make me.
on, fuck off.
Make me. Make me.
All right. Let me get
Make
involved
me
in this.
Shiva.
Okay.
You stupid
Make
cow.
me Shiva.
Hey, Tonkin.
I don't need to make
Stop
you do
it. You're hurting
anything.
my feelings. Stop it, Shiva.
Oh, really?
I so value
Really?
your opinion. Why don't you go mug an old lady some more, bitch?
If I'm so
Go beat up
obsessed
an old
with
lady, steal her
Corrosive,
purse.
why is he coming
Fucking
around?
punk.
I
I don't gotta beat up old ladies for my drug
What's it
fix.
like being as stupid
Fucking
as you are,
junkie.
Huck?
You fucking
Like,
junkie.
how do you
I don't know.
maintain this level of
What
stupidity?
is it like being as dumb as you are,
Well,
motherfucker?
tell us.
You
Tell
don't
us,
like it
you
when I make
know.
you look stupid,
You
bitch.
know, right? You're you.
You
This
dumb
is your
as shit.
mind.
You dumb.
This is your
Dumb.
bullshit coming out of
You
your fucking
dumb.
mouth.
You dumb. You think you smart, but you a dumb motherfucker. A smart man wouldn't
I've
mug an
never
old
claimed
lady.
to be smart.
A smart
Only
man wouldn't
stupid
beat an old
Americans
woman.
say that about
Go
me.
beat an old woman, bitch.
Well, Truth Finder says all
What the
Americans are
shit?
stupid and we have low IQs.
Well, I mean, it's true. Look at your education system.
She was so smart you
Hey,
can't get the
Constitutional Cowboy.
shithole he lives in, right?
What's up, chick?
Buddy.
Hi, cowboy.
How are you? What's up, folks? How's everybody doing today?
Do you know
I'm doing
she
better.
Hey, constitutional cowboy. Good to
What's
meet
up, Shiva? How you doing today, sir?
you. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored.
All right.
By
cool.
how?
But, no, I thought Red. I guess I got behind on the stream. I thought Red was still up here, and but I'll hang out.
Yeah, he dropped down. I was just concerned because he was saying that that we don't have his back, we don't go to his channel. But yesterday he said nobody comes to my channel, and then he said keep my name out of your mouth. I was like, okay, which is it? And I really was confused. So apparently he roasted me. Public occultist fucking went off on me disparagingly, and his little girlfriend. So what am I supposed to go from here? He wants to come up here and play nice. Fuck you.
Well, you're not supposed to be talking to Rebel. I got screenshots and receipts where you said in your own server, don't ever let me talk to Rebel again. I'm done with it.
You have the screenshots to.
Yeah, from your server where you said, don't ever let me talk to Rebel again.
Well, and that, you know, did you do that? No.
I told you then, I don't have any more control over you than I do Rebel. If I had control over YouTube or even the world, you know, shit would be okay. But I don't, so it's all fucked up.
Well, Shiva was talking about going real life.
What if we don't like what you like, Constitutional Cowboy?
I know, bro. I know. You know, I'd just be a good tyrant then, you know. So.
Shit, Shelly, he kind of got you there.
Oh, I didn't hear what he said, but I saw this. Without my get on panel, corrosive, or somebody block him in. I know that's your friend Shiva, but he's done some pretty shitty things. I'll be honest.
But that's okay, Shelly, right?
No,
Chris can do whatever he wants.
Well, hang on. No, let's address this. What's he done that's bad?
Oh, I don't know. We instructed people how to call CPS on
Sorry, is your name Shelley?
Shut up, Shiva.
No,
what has
it
he
isn't,
done?
is it? So
he
shut
gets
the
up
fuck
there
up.
and talks.
Shelley, what's he done to you?
All kind of shit, you know, and says really.
Yeah, but we all talk shit.
He turned his back on me. He totally backstabbed me. He lets people verbally abuse me. And that's okay.
You've done that to people in the past. You did that to DFK.
You're saying, Shelley, that kind of goes to what I was.
It seems to me that he's not doing anything different to what we all do, including you.
Agreed. But see, Shelley, and everybody, y'all say, well, you was on panel and somebody said this, you let them talk about me. Ain't my fucking problem and it ain't my responsibility. I have no fucking control. And just because I happen to be a guest there, don't mean I co-sign it, go along with it, or anything else. The only motherfucker responsible for how you're treated or what one person says is a person saying it and you. Because your actions are
acting nice and you're not supposed to give him another chance.
When a rattlesnake has proved time and time and time again it's a fucking rattlesnake and it's going to bite you, then you get fucking bit. Ha ha. Correct. Learn your lesson. That's just like Rebel. When I first seen what was going on, I stepped in, I had a big opinion, the whole 9 yards. I tried to help him. I've tried, and the only time that motherfucker had his cheese on his cracker was after he come out of that damn hospital for a couple of days. And I had a whole lot of hope. But, and I don't give a fuck if he tries to dox me or not. I'll do it myself. But he holds everybody else accountable for his fucking actions and takes no responsibility for his shit. I see that. I also understand now why Andrew went after him so hard and still does, because Rebel brought Andrew's daughter into the deal. So Rebel gets what he fucking gets.
Not first. Hey, when people get pushed to the limits, they tend to go low because they have been targeted for no reason. He's going about his way doing his own shit on the internet and everybody targeted him. That's what people do. They do it to people because they have to have a scapegoat. Don't you understand sociology by now? You people act like you people.
Now, who's you people? And how do they act?
I'm getting
use your imagination. Right?
Well, no, you're the one that said it. You made a claim. You fucking clarified.
I meant it, cowboy. I meant it when I said it. Okay? That's why I said it.
Right, Shelley, how do you feel about trains and fire pits?
Fuck corrosive and stupid fucking trains.
That's a 10th man meme, not a corrosive meme.
Well, then he's a little knockoff 10th man.
And 10th man also says you people quite a lot, which is why I made that association.
No, he didn't start restreaming everybody. Danny Williams. Got targeted.
Which part of the fourth agreement or the agreement, Shelley, is classifying everybody as the same or making judgments on people that you loosely might know or have had interactions with a little bit on YouTube?
How much of a problem do you have with the phrase "you people"?
Well, when you classify me with a bunch of fucking asshats and accuse me of the same behavior, then I have a fucking issue with it.
If you don't fall into it, don't worry about it.
Well, when I'm sitting here and you make the comment, you fucking people, are you not including me in that statement?
I don't even remember what the statement was because you interrupted me.
What? Whatever. You
What
said
was it?
acting like you people. That's
Yeah,
what you said.
what was supposed to
Talking
come
about
out?
rebel and shit.
Oh, acts like you people don't understand about the dynamics in a group of people. There is usually a scapegoat, and people have to use them to make themselves feel better. If they didn't have one, they would make one. If people went away like me and Rebel and whoever else they scapegoat, they would find somebody else.
The scapegoats offer themselves up for sacrifice by their actions and their inconsistency and sitting and judging people talking shit for the same shit they're doing.
Cowboy?
Yes, ma'am.
You're next.
I'm next what? I'm the next scapegoat? Well, come on. Bah.
I don't want it. You can have it in your tent.
So, my meth lab. I don't have a tent. It's a meth lab. Get it right.
You don't have a stove. I'm pretty sure you have to have a stove, don't you? Don't you have to cook it? I mean,
no, you don't have to have a stove. It's a chemical reaction, silly girl. Fuck.
Don't put it in a stove, then.
Well, duh. That shit's flammable. Goddamn. That's how the first one burned.
A big boom.
I've seen Breaking Bad. You do need a stove.
Man, no, technically you don't, but
everything you see on TV.
Yeah, maybe you don't. I wouldn't know the first thing about making meth. Apart from what was in Breaking Bad.
Well, Breaking Bad's got most of it right, but not all of it.
Well, I mean, they have a responsibility to not depict accurate like drug production methods on TV. So I get why they changed it, but they did actually research, like the actors had to go and research.
Oh yeah, no, 99% of what they showed on there is accurate. Not necessarily the chemicals, but the process. 99% of it's on point.
Yeah, I love Breaking Bad. I'd like to watch it over again. It's just awesome.
I still have to watch the last series.
Let's welcome Hawken. I know your mic is usually low, but I want to welcome you. It's been a while. How you doing?
Not too bad. I'm just thought I'd catch up, seeing as you're about on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, it's Labor Day. Apparently, some people kicked it off. They said it was me. I looked through all the videos, and I literally didn't see. I looked through, within 5 days of Labor Day. I didn't see anything. So it might have been on somebody else's show. I would have been a fool to go up and talk to Steph somewhere else. I have to be in complete control when it comes to her because she's a rabid bulldog.
Tonkin, you were around at that time. Do you remember Labor Day? Did he just drop or did you kick him?
Oh,
because he might actually have been on that panel because he was around a lot of the time, wasn't he?
I love Booty War. It's so awesome. I don't know. Who are you talking about?
Tonkin.
Yeah, he was on there. I shouted out his name. Here he is. Let's ask him about it.
Sorry, I picked myself up. You were saying, Shiva?
Yeah.
So do you remember a couple of years ago, Labor Day weekend, so it was this weekend, 2 years ago, do you remember it all kind of going crazy for a week? Do you remember it starting on this panel with an argument between Steph and Shelley? Like, do you remember that event?
Yeah, but I don't think it actually started on this panel. It started on another panel before it came to this one because Shelley went live straight after that one to discuss the grievances. I can't remember what panel.
Possibly, but my first interaction, like introduction to it, was Steph coming onto Shelley's panel and then them two screaming at each other.
Oh, maybe he's right. Maybe because remember we saw her on a panel that I was watching. I was restreaming or watching it from my panel. So maybe I was on another panel speaking about her. Huck, you okay?
Yeah. So what,
I know.
What is up with Steph at the moment then?
Gross, don't bother me. Neither does Shiva. Couldn't if he tried.
Hey, Hippie. I saw you last night at AC.
Hey, Hippie. How you doing?
Badass. Whatever. Yeah. So you were saying?
Yeah, you were saying what's this got to do with Steph? You know, just recap my mind on exactly what happened.
Okay, look, I don't want any more Steph Simp up here. So if you are that, you can forget about being here.
Yeah, because what's the
So
point in bringing
who
up?
else is a Steph simp up here? Like, because
Well,
I'm not a Steph simp.
exactly. Why is there a Steph Simp up
Huckleberry's
here?
not a Steph simp. I don't know if Constitutional Cowboy is a Steph simp.
No.
I'm not. I hardly know Steph.
I'm quite
Nah.
Get with it. Quick commentary. You can actually talk to me in private chat. I think that would be more suitable. All right. Yeah, so maybe it was that one.
He's got the Sunday scare.
Let's see. Oh, Elizabeth K. I should bring up what he was saying about me. I cannot like that. He talks shit about a lot of people.
Speaking of Elizabeth K.
She's covering for me, corrosive, you idiot.
I have noticed that she is being a right cunt at the moment. Have you seen her last community post? Now, look, I don't like Rebel. I just want to make that clear before I start. But she seems to be goading him about the fact that he's got a dead cat, or he had a cat that died, or he had to have a cat put down.
Yeah, one got away.
Yeah, they talked about that.
I'm just going to put it out there. You're a fucking cunt. You insufferable bitch. Right, that's it. I just want to say that.
Wait, what was the post on? What did the post say? What did it say?
All right,
Didn't Rebel take him to the Humane Society?
Now Corrosive is fucking saying in private chat that's because he went off about her cat last night. I asked in the chat what it was about. No one said that he went off in the cat last night. Shelley, you didn't say when I asked.
He keeps getting his stories up.
He took him to a kill shelter, didn't he?
Rebel, if you're listening, I know you're on a live stream. I can't answer that because I don't know. And it was probably a long time ago that maybe he had to give up his cat or something for whatever reason. Maybe there was a fire or something and he got his tail burned. I don't know.
So he gave one to the kill shelter and one just let it go. Well, that's fucked up. That's your cat, man.
Rosa doesn't need to be even talking about that. It has nothing to do with it.
All right. Well, if Rebel did go off about Liz's cat, then fair game. Like, I suppose that's kind of fair enough, right? Stop being a dick, Rebel.
You're a pussy for pussy.
Well, and say that's something else about Rebel. He'll go off and talk shit on anybody and everybody, and then when they hand it back to him, he loses his fucking mind. Like, oh, you can't be doing that.
All right, and
I've had people call me out for my bullshit, and see, I appreciate it because when I'm fucking up, I want to know it, and I want to be a better person today than I was yesterday, and not eat the same shit sandwich that I've been eating all week.
And what's right now? People in Discord, like it's funny how when I ask questions, the answers aren't forthcoming until I get onto a panel and say something. Right, did he abandon a cat at an apartment?
I think I heard someone that. I don't know if it was Rebel.
Because that's what I'm being told in Discord, that he had one put down and that he abandoned a cat at an old house.
Why couldn't he take the cats with him? That's what I'm curious.
I mean, look, I get it. Sometimes cats are ill or whatever, or you can't fucking look after them, but like you don't just abandon a fucking helpless animal.
Right.
Maybe it didn't have a trail and a spoon.
And now I'm gonna have to apologize to Liz. Great.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
I took my cat down last.
That sucks, don't it, Shiva? Fucking sucks.
Too much, you know?
Oh, well, there you go.
I care. I mean, it's not like I don't care, but I don't know the story. And if you guys don't, then shut the fuck up. Okay? You don't have to, but I would suggest it because it's not your story, but he knows the story.
Well, with Rebel, you won't ever get the straight story. You'll get the one that suits him for the moment. So,
what fits well.
And
I like Rebel.
And like I said, and I don't hate Rebel. I don't like him. I started to appreciate some of his insight and stuff before he come completely off the meds after his little Looney Tune visit. But
would you say it's fair that you don't necessarily, you like him, but you don't necessarily agree with the things that he does? Some of the things that he does.
No, I do not like him or his actions.
Okay.
But I don't hate him.
Well, to hate someone, you must care.
Yeah, right. And
Let's see what we got with Labor Day 2021.
You doxed all those people, Shelly?
Yeah, you know.
Fucking didn't.
For
Jesus
shame.
Christ.
What do you want?
Hey, Corrosive, shut your mouth. For shame.
No, I won't.
Shelly.
I won't. Izzy, you're moving in on. You're moving in on my. You're moving in on my pasture, buddy.
Your pasture. Is that your locale?
Yeah, get out of my pasture. Be quiet. Get out of my pasture.
Let's get crowded up here.
No, you're invited. Please come in.
The pastures and farms.
Okay,
what are you talking about?
Why are you screaming I'm not in a protected class? When did I make that claim?
Oh my God.
Baby.
As soon as I said something about you, drop the link, drop the link. She's going to say something. No one fucking cares what you say.
Answer
I asked you a question. Can you answer it or not?
I don't even know what your fucking question is. Doesn't
you just pinned my comment and said, shut the fuck up, Steph. You're not in a protected class. Who the fuck ever said I was?
Oh God, here we
Yes,
go.
Shelly.
Number one,
Who said
Shelly, why did you get a donation from somebody and then read that name out loud on a panel?
Because it was a
Why?
donation.
Because I was I was reading a donation person's name, and I don't have to
First
answer
and last name.
questions from
So
you.
you've never gotten a donation from somebody whose name you haven't wanted to read out loud on a panel before?
Never.
Okay,
Never.
newsflash. Anybody that sends Shelly a Cash App, she's going to read your full name on a panel.
Yeah,
Just
and
so
that's-
everyone's now aware of that.
Yeah, we get that stuff, but if nobody connects that name to whoever's on YouTube, it doesn't fucking matter.
Actually,
It wasn't.
And
It
who
wasn't
did that?
Shelly.
All it takes is
Fucking
somebody to
Pauly.
take that
Pauly
name
did that.
and search it.
Why are
What
you
the fuck
upset?
are you talking
Steph?
about?
Why are
Nobody
you
has
upset?
to know if it's connected to the YouTube screen name. They just have to search the name she read out
Why
loud.
are you
What
upset?
What are you
You
talking
haven't
about?
given me a donation. Why
Because
are you
I think at the
upset?
very least, instead of denying it and getting all butthurt first thing in the morning, you could just apologize for it.
You have no idea what has transpired since now.
Why don't you
You're
just
not following
apologize
the
for it?
story. You're listening
already
to
did.
Andrew. Good
No,
going.
actually, Andrew didn't say a damn
You're
thing.
listening to the other chick. Good going. Why
No,
don't you
all I
come to
heard
me
was
and
that she
ask
sent you a Cash App
instead
and
of
you read her
giving me
name out
some
loud on a
fucking
panel.
advice?
That was it.
Because I don't want your advice. I've
I didn't
put
ask-
my side of the street. So that's
It's not
what
it's not
this is
advice.
about.
I'm not offering advice.
This is not
Oh,
the
look.
drama dome, and this is not your drama fucking department. Okay, I don't do
Andrew's
that.
spurging
here.
in
Look,
chat.
it would
Spurg,
look
Andrew, Spurg.
better on you if when you dock somebody, whether accidental or not, you at least gave an apology.
Why don't you ask?
He
This is what
fucking
people
did.
fucking do. This is what fucking people do, like you, Steph. Like
Did she dox you, Steph?
Like
Is
you,
that
Tell me about
Steph.
myself.
Like
Tell
you,
me.
Steph.
Tell me.
This is what fucking people should do.
Did she
What?
dox you?
Ask me. You ask me. What
Ask
did you
you
do?
what?
Ask me. You
Well,
ask me
technically-
questions. Like, shut the fuck up. That's what I'm saying.
Technically,
These
she did.
fucking chicks, man. They got you
She-
can't even reason.
Am
with
I
them.
wrong about anything I said?
You are so wrong.
Steph, hold
Did you
on,
not
hold
do
on,
what I said you
hold on,
did?
Shelly,
Did that not
Steph,
happen?
I
You're
think
wrong.
she's saying before you assume that she didn't apologize, ask if she did first. I think that's what she said.
Did you apologize?
Yes.
To apologize to who?
I slapped. I
You
even
didn't-
Whoever
told you
she
my
doxed.
code.
To the person whose name she read out. She did it
if you're
yesterday. She spent
Okay,
a half
then
an
that's
hour
done.
doing it yesterday.
She
Yeah,
doesn't
if
owe
you
an apology to
listen
anybody
to
else,
her
not
earlier-
that person. Shut the fuck up. Stop hammering on it.
No, but you're,
Dude.
but
Yeah,
you're
me
listening to
hammering on it.
people who
She's
don't
live right now
like
crying
me,
about it.
Steph. I thought you were neutral, and you're not. Like I thought you were neutral. You're
I don't
not.
get doxing. I'll call a doxer out whenever
No
there's
shit,
doxing.
I hate doxing.
You were on a
Good, then
panel.
go
with
call
I
a
was on my
doxer.
panel because of
Yes,
doxing.
I was on a
my
panel, and every
God.
time there's a dox,
Oh,
I
that
call that
statement
out.
hasn't aged well, has it?
Shelly, I have a question for you.
I'd recommend you boycott then, if you're
Shelly,
so against it.
What?
why did you
No,
dox
that's
my
not
full
going to get
name and my
anything.
full
That's
address?
not gonna get anywhere.
Yeah.
Your full address.
Yeah, why did you dox my full
You're gonna
address?
get it from me straight? Oh, sorry.
Why did you dox my full address?
Because you're so popular and people just want to go visit you all the time, give you flowers and money. And
I never got
Shelly, why-
flowers.
Shelly, why
Sorry,
did you dox my
sorry.
hamster?
Why did you
am
dox
I
me?
doxing everybody? I should not be doxing people like this. I have to stop.
Wait. Sorry, Izzy, was that a serious question?
You're next,
I
Shiva.
did see Rebel destroy his mum's
Or you trolling?
Mother's Day flowers.
Nobody can dox
me.
Is that a serious?
Mimi, I won't dox you.
Izzy, I'm like you're making it difficult for me to take you seriously.
It's the hair. Just kidding.
No, it's not the hair.
But for one, as far as the doxing deal goes,
Listen, I'm sorry, Steph. I came on you too hard. This is the reason I came on. Yeah, this is the reason I came on you too hard is because
I asked a question.
What you say, Cowboy?
oh, I was going to say, as far as the doxing or reading the name off of Cash App, now you can put whatever name you want on the Cash App. To on YouTube, a public social platform, you're a pussy if you're not, if you're afraid of your fucking shit getting out there, in my opinion. If you don't want your information out there, get the fuck off the internet and stay. That's just my look on it. And people that are worried about getting doxxed are generally keyboard warriors that think that there's a separation in life and YouTube. And to me, I mean, there's a bunch of fake YouTube warriors or keyboard warriors that'll talk shit in this element that wouldn't say that shit to somebody's face.
Hell no.
That's on them and their fucking weakness. Because I'm the same motherfucker sitting here on this panel that you will catch in the fucking street 24/7. So if you're worried about getting doxxed and shit, in my opinion, you're just a fake bitch and you don't need to be on fucking any social media.
Right.
Correct.
The only problem with that argument, though, constitutional cowboy, is that you've got fuckwits like Tonic who will send armed men round to your house if you say stuff that he doesn't like.
Like
So
7 times.
Like, and doxing, like people have died from doxing because people will send SWAT teams round to their fucking house when they find out their address.
Right, Cowboy. And when they do it to me 6 times in a month, it's okay. Don't forget, Cowboy.
So
Nobody talks about that, Cowboy.
Right.
That's okay because it was Huckleberry. Right.
But to me, that takes a weak-kneed bitch to do all of that.
No, Shiva. Nobody says anything,
I don't know what
Shiva.
you're talking about, Huckleberry.
What the fuck you mean you don't know? Oh, you don't know I got swatted? You don't know that they had Truth Finder swat me 6 fucking times in a month? Called one time and said I was beating my child.
Sorry, yes, I do. And when he did that, I fucking called him out about it. Because that's a cuntish move.
Truth Finder is the only one that had enough balls to confess what he did, and he said who put him up to it. Tonic and fucking Steph.
Yeah, how would you get your information?
Well, okay, I don't know about any of that, Huck. But when Truth Finder, when I found out, hang on, let me respond, Shelley. Shelley, let me respond to this because Huck is obviously not aware of this. But when I found out that Truth Finder had sent, did he like pizzas and the FBI and whatever, prostitutes, right? Yeah, I fucking called him out about that shit, even though it was you. Like I did. Look, I don't like Steph. I really dislike Steph, right? And when you did that thing with the CPS, I called you out over it because it didn't matter that I don't like Steph. Just like it doesn't matter that I don't like you. If someone is going to be a complete and utter cunt, then I'll call them out for their actions.
But the difference is, Shiva, I didn't call CPS on anybody, but they've been to my house 6 fucking times.
Corrosive
threat. You did say that you were going to.
Because they had already been to my house 3 fucking times by the time I said it. So my autistic child, right, Shiva, he's a retard. He should unalive himself. CPS has been here 6 fucking times. I've been swatted. All that shit. I don't know who did it, Shiva. Can you tell me who did it? It's anonymous.
No. No, I don't. I can't tell you because I don't fucking know.
And I can't either. But I sure shit will return the fucking favor. Got it?
Right. Hang on. I just want you to retract your statement that it's okay when it's done to you.
Well, then, thank you for that, Shiva.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Okay. So Corrosive says, "Oh, you'll get it back, Huck. Just on my schedule, not yours.
Well, come and get it.
How does that sound?
I don't talk about Corrosive. Corrosive talks about me in Discord all day. He sits over at Liquor Lyles, the racist channel, and fucking talks shit. I've got the screenshots of Corrosive sitting in the chat telling everybody how to call the fucking CPS on my child, because how dare I buy my 17-year-old son a collapsible 22 rifle? It's the American way. That warrants my kid being called a school shooter, that my kid should unalive himself, and that his school should be called because they have a school shooter on their hands. Corrosive was sitting there the entire fucking time, rooting it on. So fuck Corrosive. I'll do whatever the fuck I want to that bitch. What's anybody gonna do about it? And nothing. I don't do shit just because. I am doing it as a reaction to what has been done to me. I don't just attack people for no fucking reason. I never have, and I never will. If you come for me, you're going to get it tenfold. It's not my fault you don't like it when you get it back, but I guarantee you, I will reciprocate anything that's done to me. That's called fair. If you don't fucking want it, don't give it.
On the board.
Period. And if people don't like me for it, I don't give a fuck. So sorry, Shiva. I didn't do a fucking thing to anybody that they didn't ask for. I'm not going to sit back and take it. So excuse me for not being willing to take it.
So that makes you as bad as them, Hook.
I don't care.
So therefore, I don't care. Well,
what have I actually done to anybody, Shiva? What have I actually done? Nothing.
I don't know. Maybe. You have definitely done a stream where you were encouraging people to call the CPS on Steph.
Sure. If she's fallen out of her fucking chair drunk, if I've watched her snort drugs on camera and she's got children there, somebody should report her. I don't care about Steph. I care more about her kids than she clearly doesn't. Or she wouldn't be drunk with her children sitting right fucking there. Is that am I wrong?
They're on the other side of the door with their door locked.
Right. Tell her to get away from my fucking door or we ain't going. Wow, that's real nice. Get the fuck off YouTube and go be with your kids. My children are very well cared for. Very well cared for. My son is a straight A fucking student. My daughter's working on her master's. Shiva. My son is a veteran and he works hard. I got good kids. My kids speak for me. Am I wrong? Your children speak for you. And now my fucking kids have had CPS at their fucking door 6 fucking times. That threat don't work on good parents. So I got nothing to hide.
I want to read this. I want everybody to listen. Bet you won't is new around here. So he said, why are the men attacking the women so often around here? I've never seen such disgusting behavior on YouTube. It's just so much. So this is what AC said yesterday. I will go at anybody, no matter who they are. Men, women, blonde, brown hair, white, black, like everybody he will go after. It doesn't matter. That's what he said. Now stop coming in here.
Here's my take on that. On panels, women are my intellectual and emotional equals, so therefore I'll treat them the same as blokes. It's not.
But you don't treat them like horribly. I mean, you did with Huck today.
I mean, I do. I treat them horribly as well.
If I'm going to come up here and go back and forth with him, I got to be able to take it like a man, right? If you
that's what I started to say, Huck. They're talking about, men attacking women. Well, that's just fucking equality. And when you step out there and you act that way and you go after somebody, you go get what's coming.
Right.
And another thing I want to point out, calling somebody out for their bullshit behavior is not attacking them. It's just holding their fucking feet to the fire for fucking their actions.
They know what they did. You don't need to call anybody out. Who are you to do that?
I'd ask you the same goddamn question, Shelley.
Nobody's perfect, man.
Y'all need to fucking email me.
But when you surround your...
Remember to tip your host.
Obviously.
Just a tip, though. Just a tip.
See if it cracks me up sometimes.
But I mean, you asked me that question, Shelley. I've seen you call a bunch of people out, and sometimes for the same shit you do.
Well, naughty, go hang out over at Liquor Lounge.
So,
you'll get an earful.
Okay, Huck. So you claim you have screenshots of me telling people how to call CPS on you. Fucking produce it.
Were you not in the fucking chat discussing CPS?
You said you had no. Other than to say don't.
Yeah, you were.
The only thing I've ever said is
you realize I record
CPS.
every one of this bitch's streams.
Show it. Show where I said to call CPS.
I will
right now. Pull it up.
I said you were in there discussing it. Did I say you said directly to call?
Oh, you did. You said I told people to call CPS on you. Now you're changing your story.
Now you're changing. when the bitch told my kid to unalive himself. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Yeah, you were.
Oh,
You
who
had golden
fucking
eyes.
said that?
So
Who
I
said
was
that?
in the
thighs.
chat. So I was in the
Yeah,
chat
yeah.
when somebody made
You're
a
there
comment.
every night, Corrosive.
And so now you're going at me over a
You're
comment someone
there
else made.
every day, Corrosive. Why?
Now, how many people were in
Why?
the chat when you said you hoped
6.
my wife and children
6.
got raped so you could laugh
Is that
about
what
it,
I said?
Huck?
Is that what I said?
That is exactly what you
let
said
me quote what I said
repeatedly.
again for you.
Which time?
If
You said it about 8
happened
times.
to you and yours, I will put it on blast and point and laugh all over YouTube like you did to me.
And then
That's
you
what
said,
I
I hope
I
it
will.
does.
And
What
I
you
will.
gonna do about it?
And if you come on YouTube and you make fun of it happening to me,
But you claim
tell
you give
the
to other
world
people.
how fucking funny it is. What
It didn't
you wanna
happen to
cry
you.
when I
That's the
say it
first
happens?
problem.
Or were
You're
you there?
lying.
Were you there?
When were you raped
You're
and
lying.
murdered?
We watched you change your story, Huck. We
My
watched you
my
change your story.
has never changed.
It has changed. It
Never.
has changed.
Never.
You came home and said you needed money
Never.
to get the box truck so
I
you
did.
could go back and give
I
him
did.
a place to rest his
Corrosive.
poor head.
How'd I
You
get
were
the box truck
so
down there?
worried.
How'd I get
You
the
were
box truck
so
back down there?
worried
Did
about
anybody
poor
give me money?
Tonic. And
Did
then
anybody
over
give me
3
money?
days it changed.
Yeah, he's
Over
not
3
gonna
days
answer.
it changed.
Mhm.
Once
I
you
got
didn't
raped by
hear about
Zach
your
Martin.
shitty...
Now
No,
what?
you didn't. Stop
Sorry,
fucking
nobody would rape
lying.
your fucking ugly wife, bitch. Sorry.
Oh,
Maybe she shouldn't be so fucking ugly.
no. Don't say that R
So,
word.
Shelley,
This is
wait,
your
wait,
new
wait,
hero,
Shelley,
Shelley.
Shelley, this is
I
your panel,
will.
Shelley.
This
I
is
will.
your
This
new
is your
hero,
panel.
Shelley.
Oh,
This
you're
is
a
the person
hero.
you're cuddling
You're
up with,
such a
Shelley.
hero,
Right.
Corosive.
Once this is over, Shelley, we're going to have a conversation about this.
It's better than you,
I
Corosive.
don't understand how I'm a part of this. I mean, I have
You're
my
not,
own.
Because
Shelley.
this is your
You're not.
panel.
So what? It ain't got nothing to do with her.
So take fucking responsibility.
So she should get
Jesus
involved in
Christ.
other people's fights.
Okay, what do you want me
When
to
it's
do?
on her panel,
It's
yes.
called be neutral.
Yes.
It's called be neutral.
That's what
You got it.
it's
I'm-
what being responsible means.
When they come
This
on my
woman
panel, they get into it. I stay out of it.
just expressed a wish that Crosa's wife gets raped. She
No,
said
she
that
didn't
just
say that.
fucking
No, I
now.
She didn't say that.
No, I
She
didn't.
said that she would not get raped. She said she would not get raped. So that's the difference.
I wouldn't care if she did or she
Just
didn't.
that she
What
would.
do I give a
She
fuck?
didn't say She would
Man.
at all.
It's okay for it to happen to me, and then they can say, no, it didn't.
It didn't
Nobody
happen
was
to
there.
you.
Were you there?
How do you know, Corosive? How the fuck do you know?
Story straight.
Were you in my house?
We're gonna have a conversation.
I don't
You're
think
not
you
my
would,
daddy.
bitch.
You're not my moral high ground.
Go put on a dress,
superior.
You're
No,
a
you're
lying
lying.
bitch,
Fuck
Huck,
you.
and you always have been.
So are you,
You lie.
motherfucker.
You lie about
You're a
people
lying
calling
bitch.
CPS on
You're a
you.
lying bitch.
You,
Does your
you
wife
lie
know
about
you're
what
doing
people
this?
have said about
Does
you.
your wife know you stalk and harass women online?
I have never stalked and harassed
Well,
anyone.
I'll let her be the judge of it. I'll let her decide. I'll let her decide. I'll send
No, you
her
won't.
all
You're
this,
not gonna
and we'll
do
let-
shit.
I know I'm not. My mister is, bitch.
Your mister's not gonna do shit
Oh, you want
either.
to bet?
He doesn't even
I'm
know
done.
How
who
much you
you
want to bet?
are.
I'm
How much
muting.
you want to
muting.
bet?
I'm gonna
How
mute
much
if
you
you
want to
guys
bet,
don't
Corosive?
stop.
Everybody
asked
hear
me a
it first.
question.
Here. How much does Corosive want to bet my mister's going to call his wife? How much you want to bet, motherfucker?
Huh?
Want me to say her phone number right now?
Huh. I'm gonna mute you.
You want me to tell you her work phone number, you bitch? Better shut the fuck up,
No,
Corosive.
don't.
Or
You gonna
what,
get what
Huck?
you're after.
No,
You gonna get what you're after, bitch. Watch.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Now,
make
see,
you a
here's
special
the
project.
thing. Here's the thing. This is
You're my
Huck,
pet
quote
now.
unquote,
You're my pet now.
responding
Yeah.
to what people have done.
So-
I've never called anyone.
so-
I've never put out
so-
anybody's phone number.
That's
I've never
you.
done any of this shit.
That's
but
you.
you're escalating. You're escalating,
Now,
Huck.
my
This is
mister
what you
said,
do to
if this
everyone.
man
Okay, this
can't
is what I'm
leave
gonna
my
do.
wife alone, I'm gonna start bothering his wife. I think
He didn't. You
No, and
said
listen,
that.
and you're getting
And I do
removed
leave
too.
you alone.
Okay. She asked you a question, and I kind of wanted the answer to it, Corosive. Does your wife know about your activity on the internet, especially with the women?
What activity
Be
with
more,
the women?
wait. Be more specific.
No,
What
he's
activity?
hiding shit. He just deflected. He's hiding
No,
shit.
no.
I ain't hiding anything, cowboy. Go fuck
Yeah.
yourself.
Specific,
Shelley.
Shelley. What
I'm-
activity
Shelley.
are you accusing him
You
of?
go to snip.
Yeah, what are you accusing me of?
well, when a female tells you to leave her alone, you should, weirdo.
I do leave you alone, you
Yeah.
Oh, you don't talk
goddamn
about me
trash
everywhere?
bag.
Then stop talking
There you
about
I
me,
go.
don't
bitch.
talk
Name
to
calling.
you.
Stop talking about me, bitch. If you talk about me, I'm gonna
You
talk
don't get
about
to
you.
make that decision, Huck.
Well,
You don't get to look
crying.
at.
Then quit crying. I'm doing it to you, bitch.
Huck, did you put my kids' pictures on your stream? Yes. Did you put their
I'll do it
names on
again.
your stream?
I'll do it
Yes. Did you put my fucking
I'll do
mortgage
it again.
information out? Yes.
Shouldn't
But
talk
you're
about
accusing
my
me
kids.
of talking about you? I
Shouldn't talk
haven't.
about my
I haven't
kids.
talked about your kids.
You don't
Huck.
got a job,
I
you bitch.
haven't talked about your
You
kids.
ain't got
Huck.
a job, bitch.
I haven't talked about your kids, Huck.
Yeah, you have. Carpet
No, I
munchers,
haven't.
them little fucking carpet munchers.
It's not what I said. I said crotch
Okay, I got
dumplings.
this. Okay, but you don't talk about them. You fucking
I
idiot.
said you talk about them
You just
24
said
fucking 7.
you don't talk about them. They're my kids. I got great kids.
I've never said
They're
a
not
bad thing
confused
about
like
them.
yours.
I've
Okay,
never-
my boys know they're boys, and my
I have
girls know
never
they're
said a-
girls.
That's funny, Shelley?
It is. I raised them right.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Shelley.
Yeah, I'm such a terrible mother. My daughter's getting her bachelor's, right, Corrosive? Shut the fuck up. Your son's a racist. My daughter's got her master's. Yeah, we see
they don't know. They don't know. What can I
Now
do
we
about
see
it?
who talks about kids, Huck. We
Idiot.
know who talks about kids.
I'll
It's
talk about
you
my kids all I want.
constantly.
I'll talk about my kids all I want.
No, it's that you talk about other people's kids.
And
Huck.
what are you going to do about it? Nothing.
Just point out that
If
you
you
do
talk
it and
about
then you
other
cry.
people's
So-
kids, they can talk about
so-
yours, Huck, right?
So, right.
Fair is fair.
So-
If you talk about other people's
I'm
kids,
not
they can
bitching.
talk about yours.
I'm not bitching. I'm
Yes,
saying
you
if you do it
are.
to me, I'm doing
You
it back.
just said.
I
You
I
just.
don't
You
care.
literally just
I just
said
heard you
stop
bitching,
talking.
woman.
Let me say
You
it
just spent the
clearly
last
for
5
you.
minutes bitching about
If
it.
you talk about mine, I'm going to talk about yours. And
But I
his
don't
wife.
talk about yours.
Yeah, okay,
Hey,
sure.
I haven't got any kids. Can I talk about your kids?
Yeah, go right ahead,
Sure.
Shiva.
Go ahead.
She doesn't give a
It's
shit.
a free country.
What you gonna do? Pull up. Yeah.
Nothing. I'll talk about David. That's how that'll go. So it's a fair playing field, is it not?
You already talk about David.
Yeah,
Have I
she already
doxed him?
talks about everything, and then she cries.
You already bring him up, and I never mention your family because I'm not interested in your family.
Shiva, I don't give a fuck about you. I had to dox you and David a long time ago. I don't care. Kind of like GD. I can dox
Is
him,
that
but I
because
don't.
You're a big, fat, massive
No, you
hypocrite,
can't.
Huck.
I'm not
You
a
don't have
hypocrite.
GD's
Can I offer a
You
suggestion
didn't
here?
fucking have ASMR's
Can I offer a
information.
suggestion here?
The
All
information
this
you
back
do
and
have is
forth, you
wrong.
done it and she done it.
Right.
Y'all realize this is fucking schoolyard fucking
Right.
playground shit, right?
Yes,
Going, well,
yes,
you
we
done
do
it
know
first,
that.
so I'm
Yes.
going to do it. For
Yes.
one, and it
Yes.
shows one's
Right.
character. Because, see, I'll go after a motherfucker and they can say or do anything they want to me. And even if they go after those that I love, well, they're going to have their hands full over there. That just shows their fucking character and their moral fucking fiber. All right? There's shit that's out of bounds for me, and it don't make a fuck what you, Corrosive, or anybody else does to me or does to mine. There's some shit that's out of bounds because I hold myself to a fucking standard. If I got a problem with you, it's going to be with you. Now, if somebody else sticks their nose in it, whether a wife, kid, or anything else, then they involve themselves. Changes the fucking rules of the game. But until then, it's between me and you. And if women want equality and they want to open their mouth, then by God, we're on the same playing field. So the male-female shit holds no water with me there.
It's just amazing to me that they can do whatever they want, say whatever they want about me, but the minute I say something back, I'm the asshole. Go fuck yourself.
Well, yeah, but you say stuff first.
It's because you escalate. You
Sure I do.
escalate.
And you start shit.
I do.
You
When I
brought
start-
David up. I've never mentioned your family, but you
You
mentioned
just
David.
said, can I talk about your kids? I said, yeah.
Yeah,
and I'll
but
talk
you
about
talked
David.
about David in
It's
the
fair.
past.
Yeah, so,
You've talked about David in the
And?
past, and I don't talk about
what did
your
I say
family.
about him?
You said you were going to blast his photo all over YouTube. Do you
I
remember?
could. Did I do it?
Do you have it? No, you don't.
You want to bet?
Yeah? What's
Yeah,
his
I'll
name?
bet.
Okay.
What's
Shiva,
his name,
careful.
Huck?
Place four. I'm not going to do it on
What's his
yours.
name?
No, I'll do it on mine.
What's his name, Huck?
I'll do it
Tell
on
me
my
his
panel.
name.
You're not tricking me.
Tell me
here.
his
I'll do it
name.
on my panel.
Tell
Don't
me
worry,
his name.
Shiva. I'll put
his
it out on
name.
my panel. Don't worry.
What's his name?
Shiva, are you sure?
Yeah, go on. Tell me his name. Go on.
I'm not doing it here.
Why?
I
I'm
like
giving you
Shelley.
permission.
I wouldn't do that.
I'm
to
giving
her.
you permission.
I don't care.
I'm not
I'll
going to
do
strike
it on
his
my
She
panel.
doesn't have it.
Come over to
She
my
doesn't
panel.
have
and I'll
it.
No,
do
she
it.
doesn't have it.
She
You
runs her
don't know
fucking
who
mouth
he
about
is.
all
You
this
don't know who I
information
am.
she has.
Is the
Just like
furnace
she
running?
said-
Gross, if I could
Ju-
say your address right off the top of my head, bitch, you better be careful.
No, don't
Yeah,
do
not
that.
the one about
You didn't
aggressive.
find that, Huck. That's
What's
been out
David's
for years,
name?
Huck.
Huck, what's David's name? How do you know
So
it's
let me
called
ask you
David?
this, Shiva.
How do you know he's called David?
Nobody knows.
Did I say he was?
Is his name David?
Did I say his name is David? I didn't think I did.
Is his name
now
David?
I'm talking.
Is
now
it?
I'm talking. Shiva, since you
Everybody got it here, right? Shiva asked for it.
Huck, stop.
Hey,
Since
Shelley.
you are the moral high ground leader, Shiva.
No.
How do you feel? Okay, well, how do you feel about people using Facebook pics?
Legal.
I think it's weak. My position on this has not changed. I think it's weak. Weak ass shit. I don't know what to tell you.
The question was, how do you feel about people using Facebook pics? What, people here on YouTube, and then they go to their Facebook. They put it on they put it out there in the public social platform. That's on them. Whoever put the picture out there.
Constitutional Cowboy, the question wasn't about how do I feel about the people putting their own shit on social media. That's a different question. The question was about how do I feel about people trawling through people's social media just so they can look for stuff to use as weapons against them.
Well, what's the difference between Facebook and YouTube?
That's totally my point, yeah.
So if you put it on Facebook, who gives a fuck if it's on YouTube? If you posted it on Facebook, what do you care?
Use terms of service care.
Terms of service doesn't care.
I just think it's weak.
Well, how come the stuff's still up, corrosive?
Do you not think it's weak, Huck?
No.
I don't think it's any weaker than somebody not using their name and trying to hide their fucking identity here. Weak's weak, either way you go at it.
What's your name,
Constitutional Cowboy?
Mike England. Mike England.
Constitutional Cowboy. Constitutional Cowboy.
I've met Cowboy
about 2 months ago. About 2 months ago, somebody called Tony.
About you, you're right.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about you.
Constitutional Cowboy. About 2 or 3 months ago, right? There was a guy called Tonic who got upset with somebody else called Turtle Boy.
I'm aware. I'm aware about that.
I haven't finished because Turtle Boy said Tonic's girlfriend's name on a stream, and so Tonic sent armed police round to his fucking house.
Mm-hmm. And that he's a chicken shit pop.
YouTube. What's the first thing you see in a YouTube chat when you go onto a stream? What's the first thing you see? Do you look at that?
What do you mean? As far as the first time when I go into a stream, the stream rules or what?
No. I'll tell you. The very first thing you see is actually a message from YouTube, and it says, "Protect your identity."
Well, yeah.
YouTube is telling you to protect your identity in every single stream that you go to.
Yeah, and that's your responsibility. I'm not saying it ain't, because there's pieces of shit like Tonic out there. But pieces of shit like Tonic ought to pay for what he done. And I mean big time. In my opinion, when you do something like that, that's attempted fucking murder. When you send armed fucking, militants to a motherfucker's house, especially under false pretenses, that's attempted fucking murder, and it ought to be treated as such.
Maybe like when they call and say somebody's being stabbed or shot.
Does it not then seem sensible to take steps to protect your identity?
Well, that's where, that's why I prefer dangerous freedom over restricted fucking security.
This time that his picture is in
I'm
the
not
chat,
restricted.
so whoever fucking
I'm
has
free
his
to
picture in
do
the chat,
whatever I want.
Stop, Shiva.
And I'm not restricting your ability to do whatever you want. Am I?
All right. I'm going to drop everybody. Be quiet for a second. So he's crying that somebody's using his picture in chat. So whoever is using his picture in chat, please use another picture. Because I can't see these little fucking pictures.
That sounds like to die.
Because Miss Cat does stand out with her picture. And I asked her, maybe she shouldn't use the picture because, we're not allowed to use pictures. So let me see who else is using a picture. Let's see. Oh, it only goes up so far. So let me check and see.
Where?
Rose's home making. So maybe that's it. I'm not sure. Okay, that kind of looks like it could be. Sure, I definitely glossed over that, but I will ban that one. All right. So why don't you just say, hey, can you ban this one? Because maybe you glossed over it. But no, you won't give me the benefit of a doubt. But you know what? Your little girlfriends are assholes and you let them be that way. Keep my name out of your fucking mouth, asshole. I really don't like him, guys, if you can't tell.
I hate everybody the same. So. But no, Stephen, but that's the way I look at it. But and your point was they say protect your identity. If you get doxxed, to me, it's your fault. For either being here and not,
it's a lapse in operational security. Yeah, absolutely.
But see, right after I got to YouTube, they told me, "Oh, these motherfuckers will come after you. They'll dox everything." I put everything but my social security number out there because I don't give a fuck.
Well, you have a formal address, so of course you wouldn't.
Oh, I do. I've got 15 formal addresses. Go look at Google. Y'all want to worry about getting doxxed? Just go type your name into Google and see what shows up. Google doxes you every fucking day.
Constitutional Cowboy. Let me look that up.
Yes.
What comes up?
What's that?
I'm going to look at Constitutional Cowboy.
No, it's Michael W. England Jr. is what you want to look for.
W. Constitutional Cowboy. It's not even just things like. It's not even just the police, right? That's dangerous. That can be life-threatening. But like, people have been fired because of this bullshit on these panels. People get lose their jobs, and it's some of the people find out where they work, right?
Well, then maybe you should be a little more careful about who you be a fucker to, huh?
But I've also seen people get fired from their own Facebook pages where the company sees what they say. So, that's part of the social media and having an opinion. I think it's chicken shit myself.
So
I'm not saying it's okay.
So therefore, you should take steps to protect your identity, especially in this community filled with malicious actors.
I don't have a job to get taken from me, but other people do. So maybe they should be a little more careful. And when they get under somebody's skin and that person tells them, "I'm about to rock your fucking world in real life, motherfucker," you might want to heed the warning and shut the fuck up. But when you don't and you continue to do what you do, you're the one that put your wife's job in jeopardy, or your husband's, or yours.
No,
because
Huck,
when you're fucking with the wrong motherfucker,
people are
and that person
for their
finally
own
has
actions.
enough. Correct.
People are
and when that
responsible for their own
motherfucker
actions.
is told flat out, Shiva, if you continue,
and still the person acting
this is going to be the reaction. Right?
Yeah, and that's still on the malicious actors.
I get that.
That's still their fault.
I'm not
that's
saying
on
that's
them.
not, Shiva, but do you understand where I'm coming from? If somebody tells
it sounds
you
like you're making excuses for malicious actors.
I'm not saying it's right.
Stand up to malicious actors.
I'm saying if someone said to me,
my mugshot is plastered all over the place, do you?
Right.
So fuck off.
Sorry, hang on.
If I had a good job,
I spent years sticking up for you.
If I had a good job,
I
and someone
so
said
much
to me,
shit sticking up
if
for
you
you,
keep
Shelley,
it up,
was ridiculous.
I'm going to take your job. Would you keep doing it, Shiva?
You ain't taking my job.
That I'm saying, hypothetically, if you had a really good job, and someone said to you, if you keep fucking with me, I'm going to take your fucking job from you. Watch. And you kept doing it. Would you expect it to happen?
Right to be an asshole now.
So, okay,
I would stop.
To be much more context. There needs to be context because you're asking me what I would do, right?
Okay.
And
I'm saying hypothetically.
It entirely depends. Yeah, hypothetically. If I was faced with a person who was saying, "Stop coming at me, or I'm going to go after your job," right? I mean, I had something similar with Bird. He was like, "I want someone to go to Shiva's house and film him eating in his house," right? So
I remember that.
Not quite the same, but in the same kind of ballpark. Did I back down? No. You should not capitulate to bullies.
So, what do you suggest someone do if someone's repeatedly said, "Hey, man, I don't fucking talk about you. Shut the fuck up. Be a grown-ass man and shut the fuck up." And they continue. Right. So then what do you do, Shiva?
Yeah.
Well, one thing I learned, Huck.
You give them what they ask for.
What I do, Huck, is I allow them to talk about me. I allow them to say whatever they like.
And I do.
I completely ignore it, and I don't give them any attention whatsoever. I've blanked Tonic for the last God knows how many months. He keeps trying to troll me, and I just do not respond. Right, that's my take. It's the same
I do
with
that a lot, but
ASMR. Like they can say and do they can say whatever they like about me.
Right.
I don't care, and that's my take. That's what I tried telling Shelley this for like 2 years. I was like, "There's an easy way out. Just fucking blank them, ignore them, let them get on with it."
They don't stop.
I've said that too, but they don't stop.
Well, one thing I learned.
You just leave him to it. Leave him to it. It's fine.
Talking.
I did that for months.
One thing I learned in some of my experiences, for one, it's none of my fucking business what somebody else thinks about me. Two, I don't give a fuck unless they're an integral part of my life. And three, when I don't respond and when I don't repeat, and that's the reason you don't see a whole lot of shit about me from anybody else on YouTube, because I don't give a fuck. I tell all of my shit before somebody else can go do it. You know,
I think for me, that's the ultimate sanction, right? Whilst I'm still engaging with you, whilst I'm still having arguments with you, I'm treating you with a degree of seriousness. The moment I blank you, then I'm like you're a joke as far as I'm concerned. There's no point in me engaging with you because it's never going to go anywhere. It's just going to go round and round in circles, and I'm just, you know, like for me, that's the ultimate sanction, right? It's like, no, I'm not
when you get to a certain point, now you're fucking tired of it, you're fed up, and that's just the point I'm at. This motherfucker don't want to shut the fuck up, so he needs to quit crying about what he gets.
Because you're still engaging, Huck. That's why.
Not very often. Like he just said, Shiva. He just said he followed me here to Shelly's chat and started attacking me. And he made the comment that in the last 2 weeks, I had doxed his children. I did go look at my streams. They're up. And not one, I didn't even talk about the motherfucker.
Well, when I decided that I was going to ignore Bird, right? And this was when he was accusing me of rape. He was saying he wanted to shoot David. He was accusing me of stealing from my customers, like all of that shit, right? And so once I decided, right, I'm just going to ignore you. So I started ignoring him for months. He still kept doing Shiva streams, and people would tag me in Discord and go, "Oh, Bird's doing this about you," and I was like, "Yeah, fine, whatever, don't care." Eventually,
everybody tells you, right, Shiva?
Yeah, right. But I just ignore all that. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Meh is my response often when people say so and so is doing a stream on you. Who cares? And so now I don't know if Bird is doing streams on me still. I guess not, right?
No, he's on to me now, Shiva. He's moved on to me.
You're right.
See, I look at that as rent free. Right,
come and get you some, Bird.
No, and I'm not saying that there ain't been one or two that crossed the line, and I let shit be known, and I done what needed to be done. But 99% of the time, I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm my worst enemy, and I kick my ass more than any fucking 10 of y'all can. And Pat ass, I'm not making you doing anything. You're just saying the logic in what I'm saying, sir.
Right. But I think Shiva can agree that Bird Turd's not writing them fucking melon.
Agreed.
Screws loose.
Yeah, no, I'd be inclined to agree with that assessment.
303, the snitch, 303, the same. And see, I loved it. Knowing Bird snitched his buddy out, and they're buddy. Well, if a snitch is a snitch, and then his buddy's okay with him being a snitch, then they're both fucking snitches, and I ain't got no use for a goddamn snitch.
No rats.
No, rats and snitches are different, as far as I'm aware. A snitch is just someone who informs to the police, whereas a rat is someone who informs on their colleagues.
Well, a snitch, rat, either way.
You're right.
They're both. I mean, to me, one's the same. You know, a snitch is a rat, and a rat's a snitch. They both belong in the same place, fucking headless and in a ditch.
God, corrosive. Why don't you go away, corrosive? If you hate Shelly so much, get the fuck on out of here, idiot. God, I mean, this guy. This is not his fucking wife. This is a female on fucking YouTube. Get the fuck on, corrosive. I don't get it.
Much love, bro.
I don't get it.
Yeah, corrosive was one that I don't know much about, but yeah, I don't get him at all.
He's in the backstage right now, just going at Shelly. Yeah, buddy, go fucking give this attention to your wife. Holy shit.
That's all I seen. From what I've seen of him, yeah, he's just a whiny bitch that wants to stick his nose in everywhere.
Correct.
But
I never had a problem with corrosive. He even talked to me in private chat about traveling, because we do have a lot of shit in common. But the minute old Tonic the Fox decided to get all handsy, well, then corrosive turns into, you're a piece of shit. Well, whatever. Go fuck yourself, dude.
Well, maybe he's just jealous, Huck, because Tonic didn't,
sounds like it.
Force himself on him.
Right?
No.
Seems like it.
And see, and Huck pointed out a while ago, we met.
Yeah.
You know, I don't agree with everything Huck does, and she knows it.
Yeah.
And just like the tonic deal, I wasn't around at the time, and the first time we met was on her panel, and she asked me about it, and I'm like, look, Huck, I don't know. Rape's wrong. Anybody making light of it is fucked up. I wasn't there. And she's like, well, you can go look at this. And I'm like, to be honest, I don't put that much effort into shit. I take people on their fucking merits and what they show me and their actions,
And I
not what everybody else says.
Am I not exactly what you see on here? Is that what you got in real life?
That has been my experience. And I will say that until something changes. And if it ever changes, I will say that too. No, but
you guys gotta take a breath sometimes. Read Ruru's
Ruru's right. Ruru's right.
Oh, you already read it. My bad.
Right. I mean, look, see, that's a prime example, right? For all these people saying this shit about me. Did I go at I could have went at Rue. I could have went to fucking town. Did I? I didn't. Because I actually like Rue. Right? I could have done a whole lot of shit. I gave a little slip flap here or there, but that's it. I didn't say another fucking word about her. I don't talk about her. I don't have to. Because she doesn't. That's right. She don't talk about me. See how easy that is? That's a prime example. Me and her could have went back and forth at each other. She probably wouldn't have liked the end result, but I'm just saying. But I didn't. So if I'm really what everybody says I am, how come I didn't fucking do it to Rue?
Well, from what I've seen, most people that engage in all this going back and forth and shit like that, most of them are trying to deflect because ain't none of us perfect. We've all got shit that we're not so fucking proud of in our past, and everything else. And most people are just trying to feel better about themselves by kicking somebody else. And that's the reason I put all of my shit out there. I don't give a fuck. Yep. I am me, and I will pay the cost of being me, even when it's fucking painful and destructive to me. I will stand on what I believe, whether it costs me a job, a relationship, or anything else. If I believe it in my core and it's in my fiber, then you can take everything I got. I'm going to stand on that shit. But by the same token, if somebody shows me I'm wrong, I'll back up on my shit and try to change my ways.
If you're not here to build a bridge, then I don't want you up on my panel.
Well, I brought some dynamite, so let's get to building.
And now she's talking about
Twigs and earwax. Bridge building
materials. That giggle for a fucking crowd watching.
Because he won't
let it go. All of us that's known. Hey, all of us who's known each other on YouTube for like the past 4 or 5 years, how come we can't just go back to the way it was, where we was just having a laugh with each other, not just arguing with each other?
You can't ever go home. You can never go home.
Ignorance once lost can never be regained, Tonkin.
Yeah.
Ignorance once you've lost it can never be.
Yeah, wishful thinking, buddy. But
ego is the biggest reason. People's egos and their twats get pounded full of sand, and they can't get over themselves.
Yeah, but you know how it is, because you've known people from way back in the past, and you're still friends with them for your own reasons and that lot, but you hate what they did to the person who you still hang around with now. And it just escalates, because like, oh yeah, you went and saw your mate, spoke to your mate from a few years ago. Now, yeah, but it's nothing. We didn't bring up you or anything. So why do people hate people who still keep in touch with old people who's from the past?
I got a stupid question. Is Tonkin and Tarkin the same people?
No, but they're
okay. I don't know, so I'm asking.
Well, carrying around the resentment or staying pissed off at somebody because they hurt is like you taking poison, expecting that other person to die because they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because groups of people with friends, when two people have an argument with each other, right? you might disagree with both of them, but they're still your friends.
Right.
Because they've done nothing to you. Why bring them into the argument and let them get them involved and make a lot of hassle, attack them for going seeing the other person for a bit and that? Because in time you might not get back friends with that person. Resolve your differences.
Yeah.
So why attack the other people who are still hanging around with them, who's still your friends and care about you as well?
Yeah, Tarquin left because Chip kept posting food and family pictures in my Discord server.
No, I didn't actually leave or anything. It's just circumstances with real life and that. I haven't had much time hanging around.
Tarquin.
Yeah.
Discord. I've been waiting for Shiva to kick me out of his for 6 months.
Unless you really get to
you only get kicked out if you place my Discord server at risk, Huck. I mean,
I never say a word. Like, holy shit, I'm still in Shiva's. Yeah. Is Shiva going to boot me or what?
Give me a second.
No, I don't boot people for no reason. You have to do something that places my Discord server at risk.
Well, this is going to test that Shiva's not bullshitting there. Because I'm not for sure. I'm like,
hey, Shelly, where's that old ball gazer buddy of yours at?
I dropped him down.
The ball gazer, Chip was here.
Oh shit! I don't know where he's not going to come around because people kept bullying him.
Because people kept what?
Bullying him in my server.
He doesn't know
I didn't feel like I was bullying him. I just pointed out his actions. But okay,
Yep, I doubt he'd come up here with you up here. So there's.
Well, I mean, I can't bite him from here. So. But there's another one that does that. And Huck's seen this. Do you know how many times in the last 3 months Rick Crude has rage quit his own live stream because of me, or quit a fucking stream because of me?
He does.
Yes. Last night he rage quit his stream without even saying anything. He just fucking ended it because of me.
Terrible, Shiva.
Wow.
Look. It's not my fault she's a lying cow, Huck. I don't know what else to tell you.
I agree. She was
the only reason
I'm
doing this. The only reason I'm doing this is because she was fucking lying about me in Mr. P's chat like a week ago when I was on the panel. It's like, fuck off.
She was last night simping for Rebel like she was going to fly out to court. She was. It's only cost her $475, don't you know? That's cheap.
I mean, what, is she going to take me to court?
No, she's going to fly out to Rebel's jury trial and help Rebel.
Is she?
That's what she was saying.
Brenda
Erickson. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Yep, she was at Honest Abe's last night. I was up there, Ricky, everybody, and she was in the chat talking about how it's only $475 to fly out and help Rebel. No bullshit.
She doesn't even go to his chat. She doesn't even hang around him. Why would she do that?
Right?
Well, when he first got hemmed up, his first court date, I was actually going to try to go out there. But
I would have if I was in the area, but I'm not.
I miss Cat.
And
just so everybody's clear, it was Amanda Erickson that turned in Rick Crude's dogs when he was in the hospital. He keeps pinning it on all kinds of other people. It was, in fact, Amanda Erickson that called me out. That's what I heard too. Yep. I've got her admitting it. So.
Well, I mean, look, you know that she's going to deny that unless
I got it in writing.
You've got it in writing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know that can be denied, right? Is that from an email address or something?
Discord DMs.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely Amanda.
I don't go to his anymore.
She was concerned that, they weren't being cared for because Ricky was in the hospital, so she was just doing the right thing. Sure.
Yeah, he had major surgery, Shiva.
He had a leg cut off.
Who, you did?
Not me.
Oh, Rick Crude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peggy.
Peg-leg Crude, as I like to call him.
Peggy. And he doesn't get that.
Well,
how is his leg? Like, I was on a panel with him last week, and attempting a moment of humanity, I asked him how his foot was doing, and I didn't.
Oh God!
It stinks. It stinks. It's rotten.
See, Rue knows it's true because Rue was part of that conversation.
It's not the whole leg, it's just half of it. And he has some assistance now with his prosthetic, which is amazing.
Shame they can't get a prosthetic brain.
Shiva will get a kick out of this. You know why Amanda Erickson got pissed off at me again?
Wow.
She was in my Discord, right, arguing with Prester John, of all people. And I was just sitting there, you know, and I would do a smiley face once in a while, just watching them have this fight back and forth. And then it happens, right? She says, it's not my fault. I exude excellence. And of course, I could not help myself. Now I had to comment. And I said, well, that's a far stretch. That's all I said. And that was it. You fucking bitch. And I'm going to fucking tell the world, you bitch. Bitch, do not exude excellence.
I am going to give her this. That's quite a nice turn of phrase.
I couldn't help it. I had to say something at that point. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of other people who disrespect the women in this community, and they all hang out with authority check. I've noticed.
Well, he hangs out with Charles, so.
Have you seen the man? Come on, quit it.
Almost, yeah. I mean,
ain't no women looking at that man, and you can tell he's angry about it. Look how he treats women. Well, quit eating so much, there, Patty.
Yeah, you should come up and tell me what I
why
like.
are we back on this? Look how he treats women nonsense.
I mean,
well, let's look at how women act.
Yeah, but he's not gay.
Look, this isn't the 1950s anymore, right? We're in the 21st century now. You guys are our equals.
It doesn't matter. It's still disrespectful. There is a
respect. Respect is holding somebody in a high regard or having admiration for them. If you want me to hold you in a high regard or have admiration for you, the only way to do that is to behave in a way that I hold in a high regard or admire. I mean, realistically, it's the only way.
Hey, I can't please everybody all the time, but I can please some of them some of the time.
The only motherfucker I'm worried about pleasing is me. That's the only way a motherfucker's gonna be happy. Sorry, Shiva.
I think it's a bit silly to worry about whether people respect you or not. Like, I don't worry about it.
I got to respect myself before I can expect anybody else to. So,
what's up, freaks?
What's up, freaks? 2 bumps in a lump, brother.
Hashtag UPK.
So,
yeah, I like you in my server, Cowboy. I think we're a good fit, all of us. I think it's a harmonious place. And then, you know, Chip comes in and he fucks it up every time.
Well, I mean, I don't know Chip. And the ball gazer deal, to me, the comment he made to me, and it was a night you come into my stream when I was in the tub singing and dancing, like he was trying to set me up with his son. And that was just me being a smart ass. And it escalated from there because of his reaction. I was just cutting up and going on.
Exactly. He starts things passive aggressively and then he gets all mad when they come back at him. Like, fight back, dude.
Right.
All right. If a girl's running around fucking running her chops and then the dude responds, well, then she can't cry. Oh my God, did you see what he said? Well, bitch, you said some shit too.
Yeah, and that's why you fight back, but he keeps it going. He will not give up. He's relentless with his bullshit.
He is.
And he has all these people backing him up. So he goes, oh, did you see what he put in the private chat? That Shelly, you just want acceptance and all that. Why do you think he goes over to all these other servers and is on all day? He's seeking acceptance. I've seen it happen within the last year. It's gotten worse.
Correct.
What's up, STL? Where's Paige? We don't want you.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, he is a nice guy. You know, you can have good chat.
Have you heard him speak?
Right.
The words that come out of his mouth are not nice, Tonkin. You know, maybe he's a different person with his wife at home, but he's not.
He thinks highly of himself. He really thinks he's something special when he's really nothing.
This is his altered persona.
No,
I don't know.
He's trying. I've had a couple of conversations with him, but not speaking to him. Also, face to face, you know, voice to voice.
These are 3 men on the panel. So, would you be okay and comfortable sitting on your ass at home all day while your wife goes to work?
No.
Well, now a little more context in there.
Hell no, wouldn't do that.
Well, no, I mean, I've seen chicks with me myself. No, not sitting on my ass, but any partner just sitting on their ass at home not doing anything while the other one is at work is taking advantage of the one that's out at work.
Well,
Because
what you talk about? That would be, come on, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? That would be amazing, wouldn't
Sheila.
it?
Trust me, it's amazing. It is.
Yeah, it would.
I don't gotta work. I don't gotta do a damn thing.
Yeah, no, I'd be up for that in a fucking heartbeat. Absolutely.
Mr. comes home with presents every day. I'm very blessed.
But
Huck, I also know you don't just sit there and do nothing. You take care of the shit in the house that needs to be taken care of. So that's not that's a fucking partnership where you're working together.
Right. And also, my man knows I worked 35 years in the restaurant business. I did my time. So now he wants me to have a nice, comfortable life, and he does all the work. But I take care of our house, our home, and I travel a lot. That's what I do. It works for us. But my man would never accept a nickel of my money. He never has, and he never will.
But
my money spits and gains interest.
I have seen situations to where the woman, for whatever reason, had the ability to draw in more money.
Correct.
And the guy was actually better at home with the kids and taking care of shit and everything else. So
that's good.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it depends on situations. What you're happy and comfortable with, you know, you live with it.
I'm one of those people. It's a firm believer too. Just because you're the man or just because you're the female, right? When a female finds herself pregnant, right? How come she's the sole decider on whether or not she carries that child?
Fucking preach.
Yeah.
So if it takes the two of you to make that baby,
all right, Huck. I mean, I hate to do this. It's a shitty argument, but I'm going to make the argument anyway. Look, in your mind, would it be morally acceptable to hook somebody up to a machine against their will so that they can provide their bodily resources to keep somebody else alive?
If they can't make that decision for themselves, let's say, like if you are you gonna pull the plug or not? Now, if you know that person is never gonna fucking be alive and well and walking amongst you and living a full, fruitful life, is it fair for you to keep them on life support so that your feelings are spared and your feelings don't get hurt because they're gone?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it morally acceptable for you to be forced to be hooked up to a machine that is taking some part of your body, you know, blood or whatever, right? But it's taking some part of your body and then giving that to another person to keep them alive?
Yes.
If that's against your will, is that morally acceptable?
No, you should follow their wish.
No.
Stephen, no. What I'm saying is, when you get pregnant, right? So if you have a father, if you have a father, right? You have the mother and the father because it took the two of you to create that baby. And if that father is 100% willing to take that child and raise that child, why doesn't he get the right? And that woman should have to have that baby and give it to the father.
Here's why. Because the woman is having to give her body to keep the child alive.
Does that make it right?
That she chose to lay down and fuck. So that's a consequences of fucking. So she don't get to kill somebody else just because she's got to pay some taxes for fucking.
Hang on. So when does a person formed?
Life is both of them are alive when they meet, and then when they leave. Both the egg cell and the sperm cell are living organisms prior to their meeting. And then when they meet, they become a higher life form that is human. All right? So that motherfucker's alive.
Right, but when is it a human? Like, when does it start having a human experience? Because
as soon as
hang on, until it starts having a human experience, it's just a collection of cells.
Being pregnant, being gestated in your mama's belly is part of a human experience.
Right. No. What I mean is some sort of conscious awareness.
You prove to me when and where it does or doesn't start.
Hey! Let me fucking finish.
All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That was nice.
Shit, what was I saying? Jesus Christ.
About when consciousness starts, when it becomes human.
Yeah. Like, until there's a being that is having an experience, it's just a collection of cells.
Experience? What's an experience?
I started, back to what I said. Show me and prove infinitively when that experience starts. Just because we think we know, don't mean we know.
We can definitely tell when it's not there, right? Like for example, if there's no brain, there's nothing to have an experience, right?
Well, no, not necessarily.
The heart's beating. That's life.
Well,
yeah. But the fact there's a heart beating, if there's not a person, then it's just a heart. It's just matter. It's meat.
But what do you mean by experience?
When the brain starts to form, that is at the point it becomes human.
My suggestion is there's intelligence there at the immediate conception. As soon as that sperm fertilizes that egg, because that sperm had enough fucking intelligence to swim upstream and hit the fucking target. So there's intelligence there. Just because we cannot pull it, just like I know you make the argument. How do you know you got a brain? When's the last time you pulled the motherfucker out?
On that basis, antibacterials are immoral because those are organisms, right, that are acting according to their nature, and they must have intelligence using the argument that you just made.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, when you take antibiotics, is that a form of murder?
It doesn't hurt the baby.
But now we're putting, say we're comparing apples to oranges.
I think the argument that a sperm has intelligence is, I don't think you will find a single biologist that would stand behind that.
Well, then how does it happen? How does it know what to do? How does it know what its job is?
Well, you guys got way off into the biology of it.
What to do?
I just want to know.
It knows anything?
Why is it okay for a woman to terminate that pregnancy when a father is perfectly willing to care for and raise that child?
Because the father doesn't have to carry it.
Because it's the emotional stress they go through the body. You know that.
You shouldn't be allowed to kill your child because you don't want it when the father does.
It doesn't.
It depends on the situation, you know.
Murder.
Murder's murder.
It ain't birth control. And
it's
that's what a
only
lot
murder
of
if it's a person. If it's just a collection of cells, it's not murder.
Okay,
say, to me.
Wait. I got a good question for you, Sheila. So if a man drags you down to the abortion clinic and forces you to get an abortion, is it murder?
Against your will.
Against your will. Yeah. Is that murder?
I don't know. You would need to ask a lawyer that. I would say it's deeply immoral.
Yeah.
100%.
Like evil.
Well, that's what I said about abortion, period.
That's a legal definition. And like murder is a term that anti-abortion people use. Now, I'm not going to use the term pro-life, because if you wear leather or eat meat, then you're not pro-life, right? You're anti-abortion, right?
What was that now? If you eat meat
or wear leather, then you're not pro-life.
Well, if you eat grass and berries and nuts, you can't be pro-life neither.
About humans, dude.
Right, yeah, but I'm not claiming to be pro-life. People who are anti-abortion often claim that they have a pro-life stance when what they really have is an anti-abortion stance.
Yes, sir, I understand.
My daughter would get on it. All right,
for me, I would say that the general scientific consensus seems to be that round about 20 to 24 weeks, like the first trimester, it probably isn't a person, and that after that period is probably when a person is kind of starting to emerge. So, like to me, that would seem to be the cutoff point, and I would go with the medical experts over any other type of expert.
So Shiva, would you say that you would retract then what you were saying about having a human experience, because they are not aware? Is it about awareness of the human experience or the memory of a human experience?
I think when you're at 20 to 24 weeks, isn't the entire body formed? Like you have a brain, you have everything there. Yeah. Okay. Am I wrong in that?
I have no idea.
I mean, there are two women on the panel. Presumably, one of you two can. One of them's given birth twice, at least. One of you can help me out with this question, right?
About
20 to 24 weeks. Is that when it's a fully formed human being?
Form about 3 weeks after fertilization. That's when it forms, and all the major organs are developing week 8. So,
well, what we're classifying it being human, that brain or heartbeat. When does the consciousness start? You prove that to me, and that's when the human experience starts. But I say it starts, from the time mom and dad copulate. Because part of the human experience, part of my human experience was I was the first fucking swimmer to that egg.
Then
5 months old.
What do you think to the argument that as soon as women get pregnant, they should be forced into institutions where all of their physical and emotional needs are met and cared for to ensure that there's a maximum chance that a healthy baby is born?
Anytime anybody is forced to do anything against their will, in my opinion, it's a form of rape. It's a form of tyranny and shit like that. But a woman, huh?
That's a pro-abortion argument.
You can call it whatever you want. I'm anti-murder, and that's or anti-abortion. Period.
Right, but where does that stand in relation to a woman's freedom over her own bodily autonomy?
She gives that up when she spreads her legs and knows that she can get pregnant and form life. She fucking forfeits her right, whether or not that baby grows inside of her when she gets that dick. When she chose to.
And where are you?
That's just like me. Sir, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And where is this kind of viewpoint? Like, what's the basis of this?
What's the basis of it? If she consciously laid down and fucked somebody, not using, whether she did or not, knowing that the consequences of that could be birthing a child. All right, that's just like me. If I get in a truck drinking, knowing that if I get stopped, I can go to jail. I accept the fucking consequences. I make a mental decision to go ahead with that bad decision, and I've got to pay the fucking piper. Okay, she don't get a free fucking pass, especially when it comes to a life. Just because she don't want to deal with it.
Is that people should be free unless you're a woman and you happen to have sex. Here's the thing, right? If you have sex, taking your argument to its extreme, if you're pro-life, surely as soon as a woman has sex, you would want to sequester her in an institution to make sure that a healthy baby is born.
No.
What, she goes out drinking?
Hey, back in the day, go ahead, Shelley. I'm sorry.
You said that the woman, when she lays down, she forfeits her rights. The only thing about that is that she ultimately has the last word. I mean, yeah, he can give his input, but it's her body. She's going to go and do it or not going to do it.
And say that's a double-edged sword too.
Yeah, I mean,
because when if she chooses to have it and I don't want it, if she chooses to have it and I don't want it, I'm still forced into child support. I cannot abandon or give up my rights without legal repercussions. A woman can kill it, a woman can abandon it, and a woman can force a man into shit. So show me where that's fucking right.
So okay. So it seems to. What about then?
You want to hold me accountable, but not her.
So what about then, constitutional cowboy? Because I agree, that's unfair. It is unfair that a woman can get pregnant, and that from after coitus, the man has no say in it, right? And if the woman wants to bear the child, then the man is forced to pay for that. So how would you feel? What about if men could divorce themselves from the responsibility of the childcare?
Well, I mean, if we're going to have it one way, we ought to have it both ways. We want equality. They wanted equality. Well, they took my fucking choice from me. So whether it's their choice or not, how come I can't take theirs from them? They want to enforce their thought on me.
How are you going to do that? You're going to drag her there? I mean, what are you going to
do? What's that, Shelley?
You're going to drag her there? You're going to drug her? I mean, what are you going to do?
Hey, no, I'm not talking about getting her pregnant. I'm talking about the thereafter. If a woman can force me into 18 to 20 years of my life and my money and my fucking time over a collection of cells, or if she can abort it all the way up to pre-delivery.
I mean, there's an easy answer, right?
I mean,
don't sleep around with women.
And Well, then that's the easy answer to abortion and her having a choice on, not to go fuck.
It's the easy
I
answer.
mean, shit.
It's the easy answer to you personally, never having to worry about whether you're going to get hit with a child support bill. Be gay.
Oh, I've already been through all that shit, Sheba. So, but back to something you asked earlier about the single cell or taking antibiotics and single cells and if they were being moral or not. But you said when they're acting in their nature, I believe you put it when they act in their nature, is it morally immoral? Well, if you're acting according to your nature in the way you were made, even if you don't like it, how can you say I'm immoral just because it wasn't how you was made?
I'm not the one making a moral argument.
No, I wouldn't go at you personally, bro.
Saying, but I'm not saying like, and it seems to me that the people who are making strong moral arguments are the people who are anti-abortion. Like, well, for me, it's not. Is it? To me, it's just more. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. No, it's fine. It's fine. Go ahead, man.
Well, I was just going to say, if a woman can, and to me, if it's more for a woman to abort or to end or however you want to say it, a pregnancy all the way up to, New York, they can do it fucking right up to delivery. Then how come I can't? How come I can't abort one that?
They can't.
That is forced on me. I said if I wasn't mistaken, I didn't say it was fact. But how come I can't abort one at 18 years old when they obviously showing that they don't have any fucking brains and it was forced on me? What's the difference there?
So what you're saying is that if you want your chick to have an abortion and she doesn't, then you can go to the courts and say, hey, that's what I wanted. She didn't do it. So I need to be, exempt from any kind of child support.
Well, for one, I'd never go say I wanted anybody to have an abortion. But yes, I ought to be able to, if I don't want anything to do with the child or any of that, I should have the same right that she does to end it with no legal moral ramifications, no judgment, and no money out of my pocket. I ought to be able to say, I do not wish to face the consequences of my actions and choices. I want a fucking free pass, get out of jail free card. With
you want to ban child support altogether? Is that kind of what you're
do? What?
Do you want to ban child support altogether?
That ain't what I said. See, now you're putting words in my mouth. I'm saying that if a woman can force shit on a man when it comes to a child, whether he gets to be a part of its life, whether he's paying bill or any of that, or take it all away from him, a man ought to have the same fucking right with no judgment. You want to say, well, you fucked her, be a man and stand up and take responsibility. Bitch, please close your fucking knees and take responsibility for your shit.
Well,
I think it's a lot easier.
I mean, unless he raped her. Sorry.
So, but all of a sudden, you're the only one with the choice when you get pregnant. I don't have a choice either way. Bullshit. You can't have your fucking cake and eat it too.
You don't have to spend 9 months.
I have to carry it for 18 goddamn years on my back after the fucking fact. Don't tell me it ain't taken from me.
You don't have to have the potentially life-threatening birth.
Yes, if I have to get up and go support that motherfucker for 18 years, he's taking my life.
Cowboy, simple way of doing things. Before you sleep with a woman, discuss if she gets pregnant, what you want to do with a kid. Hey,
use a condom, man.
Yeah,
I'm already past all that.
Before you sleep with someone, discuss what you want to do.
But see, if you don't want a legit argument and you don't want to hear something you don't like, don't ask me.
Yeah. Well, hang on. I am having a legit argument. I'm just not agreeing with you.
But see, to me, you're carrying a double standard.
Silly argument.
Why am I carrying a double standard?
You say I'm not being forced to carry that child, that it's not taking anything from me, that it's not inflicting my body in any way.
Not if it's aborted.
Sir?
Not if it is aborted.
Well, and if it ain't aborted, then I carry it for 18 to 20 fucking years. Yeah. And so it is taken from my body, on the same level.
That's a separate issue.
No, it's not. They both go together.
Yes, it is.
No,
yes, it is.
I disagree.
Yes, child support is a separate issue from abortion.
No, it's not. Not when it takes my physical body. You're saying that the woman has the right because she has to carry it, and it takes from her body, taxes her body. So she has the right either way.
Yeah, because you want to escape from
yes,
this.
but then you want to force me for 18 years, if I don't want nothing to do with it, to physically use my body, my life force to support something that she has a choice of even allowing to continue to live.
I mean,
we're talking about a
so
human
you're not going to
body.
tell me they're not the same fucking thing when my body pays the same fucking price in a different way.
Right, first of all, I haven't made that argument, so don't straw man me. I don't like it. Secondly, I can say that because they are separate issues.
I disagree.
One is a health issue. One is a health issue where the woman, for 9 months, her life is at risk.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you might have to pay child support. It could be that you have a dangerous, life-risking job, but if you're working in an office, probably not, right?
No, I did say I disagree because getting up and leaving the house, driving your car within 10 miles of your house is one of the most dangerous things you'll do on a daily basis.
Yeah, and
75% of accidents,
everybody has to leave the house.
75% of fatal accidents happen within 10 miles of home. So just getting up and having to go to that job is putting your life at risk. And whether
everybody has to leave the house.
No, apparently not. A lot of them work from home and order everything in. I'm just saying that.
I mean, I'd like to see
her life is no more at risk getting pregnant.
Do you have a statistic for that claim? Do you have a statistic for that claim?
A statistic for what?
Well, you said that a lot of people are working from home and never leave and just.
Well, I mean, according to all these remote working jobs, no, I don't have no paperwork on that.
I mean, with COVID,
I'm just saying that that's the world we live in. I mean. You got DoorDash and they'll do your grocery shopping.
It was like that during lockdown. But I think post-lockdown, it's been much more people going back to work, isn't it? Like in their workplaces.
I don't know. To me, I don't see a whole lot of change around where I'm at. But, places are different. But
so we moving on to
I'm just making an argument that
statistics on
which end of it
stays at home.
And whether you work at an office or you're somebody like me that work in heating and air and physical labor, lumberjack and shit like that, inherently by the numbers, every job I've ever had in my life by statistical numbers, there's more fatalities than even in police work.
Oh yeah, the rate of
saying
death,
that I don't that my
is skewed heavily towards men. Yeah,
but saying that my body and my life force is not taxed by that decision.
No. I didn't say that. Don't straw man me. I don't
then
like
what
it.
are you trying to say? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Jesus Christ! I'm just saying they are not synonymous. That they are separate issues. That's what I'm saying.
Hawkins is a strong man.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that child support is fair. I haven't made that argument. I don't think it's fair. I think it's heavily skewed. No, in fact, it is fair. If you look at the child support statistics, I think. Not child support. When parents fight over who has custody, when men fight for their children, they win the majority of the cases. Were you aware of that?
Yeah, because it shows the bloke is actually prepared to do so.
I guess it depends on where you're at.
In America.
But it depends on what state you're in, because you can look at Arkansas and Texas, and neither one of them.
But if you look at the country as a whole, if you look at the country as a whole,
I don't experience the country as a whole. I experience where I was at, and I had
right. But you are aware that America is a nation, and that you can draw statistics about a nation and then draw inferences based on those statistics, right?
Or I can base on my personal experiences and
that's
draw
insufficient
off of that.
data. That's insufficient data. One person's experiences is insufficient data.
Well, that's that's your opinion, the way I say that, because I'm supposed to learn from my experiences in life and what I see and what goes on around me. The nation as a whole has little effect on me in the majority of my life. So I look at my surroundings, not everybody else's.
Right, but in your country, when men fight for custody of their children, they win the majority of those cases.
Okay, I'll have to take your word for it. I hadn't looked at it, not in a long time.
I think part of the problem with regards to child custody is that men are told they will lose, and so they don't bother fighting for custody.
Oh, no, I had judges in court tell me that there was no way in hell when I had proof that at least it should have been 50-50. So, like I said, I draw off my experiences, not what some statistic clerk, and the rest of the country. I have to operate off of what I have experienced.
What do you think of that, Shiva? To honor the
And
laborious
are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. Yeah.
Okay. And what I was saying about the job, the body. Now, outside of the conversation of a child and the contract between a man and a woman, I'll agree they're two different things. But when it comes to a child and the taxes on a woman's body and this and that and another, I don't.
Contract between a man and a woman. What contract?
If they're having a child together, and I want her, or I'm trying to force her to have a child, she wants to abort, but I don't have any say in it because it's inside her body. But but she has a say on 18 years of my life and my money and my body. To me, to say that they're separate issues when we're talking about specifically a child in that situation, to me, they're the same thing in that situation.
Is that what happened? You wanted to abort the child and she didn't?
No, hell no.
I don't understand. I mean, you're anti-abortion. Why are you making this argument?
Why am I making the argument? Because if a woman has a right to abort, then I have a right not to participate if that's what I want to do. Financially,
I'd agree with you, except I would maybe just slightly reword it. You should have the right. You currently don't. I'm actually in agreement with you here.
Yes.
Like I said, I did say earlier, I don't think that the child support, that the way child support works is fair. Like I did say that. I'm not in agreement with how child support works. I just don't think that the two issues are the same issue. I think they're separate issues. One is primarily a health issue, and one is primarily an economics issue. I think.
Well, no, I mean,
Hey guys, got a quick question. I can't stay long. Shiva, did I hear you say earlier that in America, when a man and a woman are good for custody of a child, that a man wins most of the time? Is that what you said?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
No,
yeah.
it's 90% of the
when men fight, for Paul. Paulie. What I said was when men fight for the custody of their child. But I think part of the problem with the way that child custody works is that men are told they will lose, and so they quite often don't bother fighting for custody of their child.
Okay, well, I would relook at those statistics. I think you're like extremely way off.
Have you got some stats to show me?
Yes, actually I
Go
do.
On,
all you gotta do
Give
is
me a
Google it.
Give me a link.
I'll give you a link. Hold on.
Yeah, stick it in private chat. Is it a government site?
He wants to see if it's credible. That's why he's doing this. Of course, he can look it up.
Of course, I'm going to look it up. Yeah.
And Shiva, I want you to know I hadn't been angry yet. I do tend to get a little passionate and blustery and shit like that, but I do appreciate the conversation and the back and forth. But I'm not mad and I'm not judgmental.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I appreciate it.
29% on this one, 35 in the other one.
Yeah. Right. So what you need to look at is the number of men who, because that is probably all men, and that stat is probably true. If you take all men as just a univariant, right? Then yes, that's probably true. If you look at the stats of. If you look at the stats of men who fight for custody of their children, then I think you'll find that the stats swing more towards.
Which, Shiva, when I worded it to the Bing robot, I said, when men fight for child custody, who wins the most cases? The man or the woman? And it says, according to recent data, men face an uphill battle when it comes to winning child custody, with only 10 to 20% of men winning child custody and divorce. However, a recent study shows that fathers now win custody about 30% of the time. Fathers are still likely to gain at least 50-50, which we never, if they are willing to fight for it. And 79.9% of the cases, custodial parents were mothers, meaning that only 1 out of every 5 custodial parents were fathers.
Hey.
This is all bullshit. And Shiva, stop throwing fucking wrenches in the equation. Fucking,
what's up, Poon?
Fucking say
hello,
that.
Poon. Do you want to say hello first? Hang on, long time no see, Poon Handler. How are you doing? How are you, Poon Handler? How are you? Are you well? Are you well?
Fucking into the equation of health and all this other bullshit. We all understand health. We all understand what a woman has to go through to bear this child. They have 9 months to go through this. They have this gestation period, lactation period, right?
I got to
understand
go,
that. We all get this.
Right.
But if a man wants his child, he should have the fucking right to have that child, regardless of what that woman fucking says.
Should he be able to force her to give birth? Should he be able to force her to give birth? She should have
to be forced to give birth.
Sorry,
goddamn right.
A man should be able to force a woman to give birth against her will.
Right. If that woman put out for that
Why
man,
don't you run for office, Poon?
I thought about it. I should. I love to be a politician.
You should run for office on that platform.
It's bullshit,
I
Sheila.
thought Rebel was going to do that.
It's just bullshit. To say a man could not have his child because this woman don't want to fucking care for a child and she don't want to give birth and she don't want to fucking carry it, that she should have put out.
You seem annoyed.
Hey, Matt.
I'm fucking pissed. This shit pisses me off. Men should have
rights. He's passionate about it, Shiva. You were yelling earlier, so you got mad.
Do you think it's Poon?
You let the woman know what you want to do with the kid.
Hang on, let me respond. Oh my God, let me respond. Okay, Poon. We're partially in agreement. Men should have rights. I'm not saying that the abortion laws are fair because post-coitus, and I did say this earlier, I don't know if you heard me say it, maybe you weren't around for when I said this, I did say post-coitus, men have no rights, and I don't think that's fair, right? So on that level, we are in agreement, right? I'm in agreement with you. It is unfair. However, I put it to you, it is evil to force a woman to carry a child to birth to term against her will. So is it more evil
to force her to carry birth and give a child, or is it what's the lesser of two evils here, to kill a child or to give birth?
So when we say child, what are we talking about here?
We're talking about life.
Are we talking about a...
Look, I know you're a fucking atheist.
No, right. So here's a point of distinction then, right? I don't believe that a human being occurs at the point of conception.
I don't believe in God either, motherfucker, but I do.
No, I don't. Are you basing this on the existence of a God? Is that what this argument is coming from? I'm basing it on the existence
of my faith.
Your faith in God?
My faith in the good Lord, yeah.
Okay, right. So I don't believe in your invisible friend, and any arguments, any moral arguments that stem from your invisible friend, I reject as spurious.
My invisible fucking friend. What, you think the world just pooped and we all got here one day? That just happened, right?
Your sky wizards, yes. I'm talking about the sky wizard. There's no such thing as a creator
theory, right?
I mean,
we just pooped and we all showed up. Shall
I answer your question?
Shut the fuck up. How the fuck did we all
No, you shut the fuck up. You asked me a question, motherfucker. You asked me a question. You asked me a question. Do you want to hear the answer? Do you want to hear the answer to your question or not? So
Yes, he
no,
does.
I'm not willing to say that there is definitely not a creator deity, right? So ultimately, I'm agnostic. What I will say though is this: every single deity that has been presented to me, including the Judeo-Christian one, doesn't make sense, and I reject it as a fantasy. None of them make sense. Thor doesn't make any fucking sense, right? Zeus makes no fucking sense. Yahweh makes no fucking sense. None of them make any sense.
God is not my concept of God. It's okay. We can all have our
None
own
of these
God.
gods make sense. They're all nonsensical.
Maybe it's not so much.
Well,
to
then
make sense,
you're
but
better
life
than
is still
God.
precious,
Who are you
Shiva.
to say
Life is precious.
that you're
Life
better
is
than
a
the
gift.
Creator? You're not.
Life is a gift. Are you pro-life? Life is a gift. Do you wear leather?
I do wear leather sometimes. Yeah.
Do you eat meat? Do you eat meat?
Do I fucking
Dude, we're talking about human life.
Do you eat meat? Do you eat other animals?
I don't equate the two.
Do you eat other animals? Is that a
Shiva,
yes?
you're not listening to me. Human beings.
Sorry,
are not
is an animal not life? Is an animal not life?
It's the same type of life.
It's not the soul. It's a different type of life.
To me, it is. Yes. Animals don't have souls. Humans do.
Animals don't have souls. Okay, but humans do. Where is your soul located? In your body? Where is it located?
Grams, isn't that what it weighs? It weighed 23 grams. Isn't that what they said the soul weighs? Isn't there research on that?
Well, oh, soul has matter. I thought it was immaterial.
Isn't there research on it though, Shiva? I thought you knew this shit.
You're the believer. Tell me, does soul have matter or not?
I'm not real sure. I don't know what happens after we die. All I know is there's been research on it. They said the soul weighs 23 grams.
The moment a person dies, their weight does change. So they do reckon a soul has some matter.
It doesn't matter. Fucking life is precious, man. When you
Life is precious. Jesus Christ, that's loud.
Yeah, I'm fucking with his volume, trying to figure it out. Red.
So when Poon, in your mind, when is a human being formed rather than just a collection of cells?
Soon as that shit takes fucking seed, it's there. As far as I'm concerned. Soon as conception happens, as far as I'm concerned, it's done.
Yeah, because it's gonna
and that's because you believe in a soul, yes?
I do believe in a soul, yes.
Right, okay. And I'm just kind of like, so I suppose like this is, and I'm not going to be like pejorative or derogatory here, like but I do have an issue with arguments that come from a theistic base, because you're asking me to accept a moral proposition based on something that I can't verify. Right? I can't verify whether Yahweh is real or not. There's no way for me to find that out, right? So it's like, I find it.
There's one way you can find out.
How's that? Killing myself?
I just don't think you want to take that route, but there is one way you can find out real quick.
Oh yeah, tell me what is that?
Come on,
kill myself.
That's about the only way you're gonna find out, right?
Right. Okay. So, right. Well, that's not something that I'm willing to do to test a hypothesis that I don't believe in.
I'm not willing to do that either.
It's not something that I'm willing to test. Like so here's the thing. Like you're making a moral argument based on a premise that I automatically reject, because the premise is, as far as I understand it, that there is a moral authority that comes from an eternal creator being.
I think it's just a moral authority due to human species, man. It's more or less that we're advanced in all other species, are we not?
Right, but okay, do you think morals come from people or do they come from God?
That's a theory, right? I mean, it goes either way, don't it? It can go either way, right?
I'm asking you what you think. I'm asking you your opinion.
It's free will. It's the greatest gift he ever gave us. We all have our own moral authority.
Yeah, but okay, my view is that morals come from people, so we decide what's right and wrong. So
it's not free will.
So what are the 10 Commandments?
What does it matter?
Well, because I'm trying to work out where if your position is
Shiva,
if your position is that morals come from people, then we can have an actual conversation. If your position is that morals come from God, that God tells us what's right and wrong, then it seems like we're going to hit a brick wall, right?
Well, isn't that the reason we have Old Testament and New Testament, Shiva?
Yeah, which one do you believe in?
Isn't that the difference? That when Jesus Christ was born as our Savior, that we were given forgiveness and we make our own free will? Isn't that the way it works? Isn't that the way it reads?
I thought the way it worked was that Felix Culpa, right? The fortunate fall, God required Lucifer to rebel so that humanity could later be redeemed through his son, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he picked a favorite, I think.
Yeah, because he's got a plan. God's got a plan. He's omnipotent. He's omniscient, right? So he's all powerful. He's all knowing, and he's got a plan.
Well, how about this then, Shiva? Why is there no devil in the fucking Jewish Bible, huh? You know, there's no depiction of hell in the Jewish Bible.
I did not know that. Did you know that Satan is a title, not a name?
Yes,
Satan is the interrogator.
Star is the actual name of Satan, if you want to get technical.
Who? Lucifer Morningstar, Samael. Yeah, Samael. Yeah, the angel Samael. I actually know a little bit about Christian mythology, to be honest, because I find it interesting.
It's created, actually.
Sorry? Yeah, God's favorite.
Yeah.
So do you think God intended Lucifer to rebel?
Well, if we have free will, why shouldn't the angels have free will?
Do angels have free will?
Don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know how it works, Shiva. I just know that we didn't get here from the Big Bang Theory, okay? That's all bullshit.
The Big Bang Theory? I don't watch the Big Bang Theory.
It's not that. It's the other one. It's not
or do you mean the scientific theory, the Big Bang Theory?
The scientific Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of changing. That's changing every single year, right? That's not a fixed thing. You do understand that. Like, so the Big Bang Theory
doesn't make sense to me. Like, that makes less sense.
Whole universe.
Well, yeah, that's because we don't understand the universe. That's why it doesn't make sense.
Well,
we fundamentally don't understand it. I think physicists would agree that we don't understand it. There's vast swathes of the universe that we can't even detect, that we lump under the labels of dark matter and dark energy. And what it just means is there's just all this stuff we can't see.
Yeah, that's great stuff, you know. Believe in God and trust God to guide you through life. You know, I think that's the best way to do it. Just got to give up what we know and hope for, you know, something greater about something we don't know for the future. We don't know the future. We only know the past, and people here want to keep
I'm looking
the
at
past over and over.
I'm looking at a website that someone posted in private chat. No, I don't want to take a free personality test. No, I don't know where this is. It doesn't have.
Yeah, you've already done it.
Have any sources in it? Oh, it does have sources. Okay, great. Although it's not, it isn't referenced within the document, which is slightly annoying. But it's saying here the most important statistics: 17.8% of custodial parents in the States are fathers, and then fathers receive custody in about 50% of contested cases where they seek primary residence in the United States.
Well, I'm here to tell you right now that that's bullshit in Texas.
Yeah, but the States is bigger than Texas, right?
Well, that's true. I'm just telling you how it works in my state where I'm at. And unless you can prove a woman is unfit, you ain't getting custody of them children. You'll get joint custody, but you're not going to get full custody. You have to prove that a woman is unfit to be their mother. And that's the only way you're doing it in Texas. Look, child support is a broken system. It's completely broken. It needs reform immediately. Why it doesn't get reform, I don't know. I'm not a politician. Child support is definitely a broken system. This whole system is broken.
What about the forgiveness of the school loans? Is that broken? I think that just started up, but that's another issue. Oh, I got somebody coming up who's never been out before. Hey, what's up, Miss Cat? How you doing? Oh! Well, fuck you. Jeez. Excuse me. Okay.
I think she just wanted to drop a link in private chat. I mean, look, if you want to come up and make an argument, come up and make the argument. I'm not going to watch a YouTube video in lieu of someone making an argument. Yeah.
Look, the argument is that men don't have the same rights as women. And look, I understand it to an extent.
I'd agree with you there.
If a woman's raped, you know, then yeah, that's totally different. If it's just all broken. Men should have the same rights women do when it comes to childbirth. Now, I understand, like I said, we throw wrenches into the equation of health and women have to bear that child for the 9 months. Well, I understand all that.
That's not wrenches, that's reality. And look, we as men, look, we as men will never know what that's like. We can't ever know.
It's impossible for us to know.
Exactly.
Still, though, if a man wants his child, he should be able to have his child. He should be able to raise that child.
What if neither of them want the child?
Well, that's a little different, isn't it? That's a mutual decision, right? A mutual decision. Would you be the fuck, wasn't it? It was a mutual decision to fuck, wasn't it?
Yeah, but would you be as vehemently against it if both parties wanted to abort?
If both parties wanted to abort, that's their right, as far as I'm concerned. But it's not. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I don't like abortion. But it's something that we allow as humans. So I mean, I gotta fucking go along with it somewhat, right?
Do you not think that we're getting into slightly dystopian territory if we have governments dictating to women?
In territory since the shit started.
I'm sorry, Anarchic Chick. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. I just thought I could pop in, leave the link, and come back out again. But
I thought it was funny. But anyways, so you had your opinions. I want to hear some of yours as well.
Okay, well, on this topic, I agreed with Cowboy and I guess Poon, even though they don't say it in a very nice way. But I do agree that if a woman's going to lay down and make the choice to sleep with a man, that she's got to be prepared for the consequences too, right? So, and I don't agree that I don't think that it's fair, the custody stuff that goes on. But, you know, the thing about the God thing, I don't believe in Sky Daddy, right? That's not what I believe in. But I do find it interesting that a scientist found God's name. I believe there are 4 letters that translate in the Hebrew, which I can't believe that there would be Hebrew on our fucking DNA, but that they translate into God's name as if it's written on every piece of our DNA, all of us, every single one of us. And the DNA
that would be Yahweh, would it?
I believe so. I believe.
That's called golden ratio. That's Fibonacci sequence. That's what proves.
No. That's a different thing. That's a different thing. That's a different thing.
Look, the golden ratio is definitely a thing, right? It occurs in nature everywhere. That's not. Yes, that is different.
Yeah.
It's just the art or the proof of creator theory, so to speak. It proves design.
Right. I mean, I'm not down with, with the Bible or anything like that, but I do respect people who do. Anything that makes people behave in a way that cooperates with their fellow human being is not, I'm not against. So I don't care if people, what they believe in, as long as it makes them
I've started to watch this video with subtitles. Just like, he's waffling on about tremendously powerful effect on him personally, not interested. I just want the fucking facts.
Okay,
give me the facts.
Listen, Shiva, before you diss him, go and check his credentials, okay? Because what he does is he puts things in a way that other people will glom onto, because he's a fucking scientist. So if he talks in scientific terms only, nobody's going to understand. So he has a show on TV where he's trying to make everybody aware of quantum physics, quantum mechanics.
He's a regular on Ancient Aliens.
He's a regular on Gaia. Are you looking up his credentials? Is that what that is?
I'm looking at his entry, his Wikipedia entry. Is he on?
He's on Gaia, but he's much more than that. He's much more than that. He started out as a sorry.
What's the name, man?
His name is Greg Braden with 2 G's, G-R-E-G-G, and then Braden, B-R-A-N-D-E-N. He started out as a geologist. He ends up working for NASA. I think it was NASA. He was working for the government, and he's not anymore. And he also has a spiritual path, and he shows how spirituality and science marry, how they're so in sync if you use quantum science. It's so in sync.
Oh, let's not. No. Okay. Like quantum science.
Quantum physics. Yeah.
Quantum physics. Yeah. I mean,
yes.
Quantum just means small packet. You do know that, right?
Okay. Quantum physics means something specific, and that's what I mean.
Yeah. The word quantums in this context still means very tiny packet, because they're talking about the very smallest particles of nature.
I believed that it meant that the possibilities were endless, that it was just, it was many. Quantum is many. So that's how I took it. I had a problem getting along with quantum math at the beginning. I couldn't believe it. I was like, as far as I was concerned, every math problem has an answer. It has an absolute answer. And I liked the absoluteness of, traditional math. But then I, finally opened my mind and realized that there isn't an absolute answer to anything.
Every 33 amino acids, there's a name out, and there are 12 different names.
I think I don't know if it's your connection or my connection.
Am I
I'm sorry. Hold on, let me see if it's me.
Can you guys hear me, or are we at the trolling portion of the show? Hey, Navin Johnson.
And we can hear you,
Whatever.
but you were there was like a siren and whatnot in your background just now.
No, that was mine.
My hand was over my.
All right. Okay.
That's mine. Okay.
Oh, thanks. AJM says our DNA is just the same as the Fibonacci sequence.
Fibonacci, it should be. Yeah, and our bodies are fractals. I mean, maths can be used to describe.
But that's not what I meant,
processes.
though. That's not what I meant. I meant that there are initials on our DNA. That's what I meant.
And has this been so other than this Greg Braden, have any other scientists come forward and has this been peer reviewed?
I don't know. They don't invite me to the meetings. I just know that I've been following.
Yeah, but I mean, it'll be published in journals and whatnot, right? That's what I'm saying.
I'm sure.
If you've got one person, one scientist saying, the name of God is written on DNA, that doesn't mean very much unless you get other scientists to agree.
Yeah,
and then it becomes established.
Is this my connection or your connection?
There's a Neil Whitehead who was a retired research scientist. And also
your audio is quite bad, Shelly.
Okay, sorry.
Can you hear me right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're kind of roboty.
Okay. Yeah, it's because I probably got to let this stream stop. So the page that I pulled up is from a research scientist. He published over 150 papers on all kinds of variety of things, and that was his conclusion about the number of times that the name of Jesus appeared, and there were 12 different names of Jesus. So he's another guy. Probably more, I'm sure. Interesting. All right, guys, I'm gonna shut down. I do have now.
I mean, look, Greg Braden has a rational wiki entry. That's not a good look.
You know what? You can do that all you like, but I'll bet his can.
You just asked me to check up his credentials.
Yes,
so that's what I'm doing.
So just because people have taken him up as some kind of a celebrity does not mean that he doesn't have the credentials and he doesn't have the mind to figure these things out. And how does he even get his hands on DNA to test it? And how does he get his hands on the
we all have DNA. You can just scrape under your fingernails if you want DNA.
Okay, sorry, you're right. You're right. How does he get his hands on the equipment it takes to measure what he's measuring? You can't just borrow that from Home Depot.
Did he have a video that showed this fully?
And I'm sorry, say that again, Anarchic Chick.
Oh, was there a video? Was there a video that he did to show us, like, I don't know, step by step, like what he was studying?
Oh, like to actually see the microscope or whatever that he uses.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There may be, but I don't know of it.
I mean, how could he show what he sees in the microscope? Is there a way to do that? Is there a camera that he could put there?
I don't think. I'm not sure if it's done by a microscope or if it's done by computers, or he shows some like things that I don't understand in the video. You know, like wavelengths and things like that I don't understand. He starts off,
and any other human could see it.
Oh yes, absolutely. Anybody who knows how to read DNA, I guess. But I wouldn't go with government sources, but I'd go with other sources, yeah, to back them up. Fine. I would look for those.
Spectroscopy? Did he use
Is that what it's called? Spectroscopy?
I think she's mentioning that. I mean, she's referencing that.
In the video?
No, somebody from chat, AJM. All right, guys, everybody's tired. So this was not a shit show, and it is Labor Day. And, that I appreciate. We didn't finish the video that I was playing. He you know, we discussed that from 2021, and there was a bit of some controversy between Steph and I didn't continue to play it, but I may unprivatize it. I'm not sure yet. So anyways, it is, Andy. It is. Okay. No, it isn't. That's tomorrow. My bad. Today's Sunday. It's not Labor Day today, guys. Just so you know. I mean, obviously. Shit.
It's Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Labor Day weekend. Okay.
Yes. This is the weekend that everybody celebrates that my mother went into labor with me. And so there's fireworks and everything all over the world where they celebrate Labor Day.
So
well, all I want to say is,
oh yeah, go ahead. AJM, it was a mistake. Can you just stop, MJ? You guys, oh my god.
Well, thanks for having us up. I'll see you guys later.
Bye, see you. Bye, Sheila.
I feel like it's like midnight. I feel like I'm exhausted, so I need to retreat into another.
Just take a bath and you come out all refreshed.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. See you guys. Bye. Thank you for having me up.
Thank you. Tonkin, you got to come up every once in a while, buddy. Good seeing you. I can't hear you, but I can see you. Bye, Church 4. Thanks for coming up. Bye, Hawk. Thanks for coming up. Cursive commentary. I'm sorry I brought you up. Okay. That's how I want to end this. I'm just kidding. I do want everybody to have a good weekend. And AC, you can go F yourself. I'm done with you, dude. So, whatever lies you think I told, whatever. I don't even care. It doesn't even matter anymore. I know what my truth is, and that's all that matters. And whatever you guys think, that's on your thoughts, not mine. I don't care anymore. literally don't care. So moving forward, tomorrow is the day that we celebrate Labor Day. So you will not be working unless you are at a gas station or at a store or something, possibly, because there are some places open, which is pretty contradictory to the whole point of Labor Day. And yeah, so don't go to the bank because you're not going to be able to unless you just go to the ATM. You know what, guys? It doesn't matter. You know what to do on Labor Day, and at least it wasn't a shit show at the end. So thank you for being here very much, and we will continue this at a later time. And I have to crack open the books. So take care, everybody. Vern Vision, Happy Hippie, Adjust Your Focus, MJ, Matt, Church of Four, Poon, Andy, Pat, Vern, if I didn't say it already, Poon, Mama Bubbles, Miss B was here earlier, Naven Johnson, Hippie, Nat Chloe, Kane Corso Mom. Just little shout outs real quick before I shut down. Shut it down. Not the one that was a dox that Corrosive had a problem with. Carlos, because that one was blocked once it was brought to my attention. He didn't have to jump down my throat about it and saying that, yes, you do this on purpose all the time. I've seen you do it. No, I don't. I'm not malicious like you are. And if you're saying that, that means that you think that way, not me. Get a grip. Quit believing the propaganda. STL is saying Poon 2024. I think you mean this guy. Where is he? I think we mean this guy in the year 2024. Just look at that smile. I mean, that says it all, doesn't it? Better than yours. STL. Yeah, did I say that? Succulent salami. Oh my God. See, I missed a lot of these because, believe it or not, Corrosive Commentary, I'm on a panel and I have moderators. And I have moderators so that I can focus on the panel. Think what you want to think, buddy. Blind Binda, Naughty Audie. These are still just shout outs quickly. Bless your heart. Did I say UPK? Hashtag UPK. Vital. What's up? Ronan. Whatever. Miss Cat. Ed Ramirez. Shiva. Biff, you're not blocked. Duh. Huck. Nirak. And I'm mentioning everybody's name, even if, you know, whatever. Bet you won't. Freaks. Ozzy's girl. You know, there's some people I don't care for on a major level, but I will still be cordial toward them. And you know what I'm not going to do is I had a stream prepared for tomorrow, but honestly, I have better things to do than rent space. Ruru, just want to give you a shout out as well. I have better things to do than to rent unnecessary space or have people rent unnecessary space freely in my head. So I am going to cancel the show for tomorrow because I can. And it's just not worth it. You know, you wouldn't try to debate with a rabid pit bull. So there's your answer to that. I don't think anybody would do that. It's just not worth their time, basically. Sugar crits. What's truth? Rob C, the redneck rebel. Oh yeah, M rebel. Quick rebel or rebel quiver. Rebs quiver. The one who wants me to support him but not support him. Not say his name, but say his name. Yeah. That one. How about don't tell me what to do? How about that? Can we go with that one? Cool. Danny Williams. Yeah, I don't need you guys to have my back, literally. Larry Miller. I don't put a whole lot of stock in stuff anyway, so that's all good. I mean, I could definitely read to you guys. I wrote some cool papers about bridge building. Joe Samuel. Yeah, go to my playlist and you'll see the 4 agreements. I read all of them on separate videos. And just take note that they will change your life if you're able to adhere to them fully. Cupcake, mop. Hold my beer. Jeez. She got the ass to hold that beer. So stupid. That's what he wanted to say. He knows better. Biff is so crazy. Oh, I'm blocked. I really am. As he's typing. All right, well, I'm blocking this blue dog. Crazy ass. Y'all need to quit coming in with socks. It's so stupid. I'm just reading this by Anonymous. Anonymous is like, calls out everybody, including me. No Justice. What up? Aussie Manda. Inya Inasani. No clue. Booty Ward. Tonkin. He said, I'm making a fire pit for my garden at the moment, and that was at 12:09. Coked out Mike Tyson. Adjust your focus. Glenn the Jackrabbit. A lunatic? Ah, I miss you. You put one comment with popcorn. You know that escalates things when people do that. It does, just so you know. And then Anonymous. Anarchic chick co-signs many things that COC or anyone with ethics would condemn. Like what? I think you know so much. Say it. You're still able to come up. AC, I would kind of like to settle this before I discard you and consider you unalive in my eyes. So before I do that, maybe we can just kind of finish what you were saying for a year and a half, that of how you think about me. And, I actually would love to discuss that, because you need to. You do. You need to settle this in your mind. Big D. Bink's backup. Anyways. FNN. Whatever. Shelly's shitty mic. Oh no, there's not one like that. I just made that up. Shelly's pretty face. Aw, so sweet. Good grief. Shelly's funny jokes. Oh, you guys shouldn't have. Really? Oh my gosh. So nice. I appreciate that. I agree. Shelly's awesome panelists. Well, that one's true. That one's true. I agree with that one. You guys were awesome. Shelly's Cash App. Whoa, that's taking it a little too far, guys. Come on. Quick Vic. LA Spike.